Could do something productive. What is there to do that's productive at 9:46 p.m. on a Tuesday? I mean, not much you can do, to be honest.
America had traded one nightmare for another. World War II was over, but victory came with baggage nobody had ordered. The atomic age had arrived, and suddenly every shadow contained the possibility of instant annihilation. Kids practiced duck and cover drills in classrooms, diving under desks as if wood could stop a nuclear fire, and their parents built bomb shelters.
It's that attractive girl that plays old but not too old RuneScape. Oh my gosh.
Art. Something far more disturbing was keeping Washington's power players awake at night.
Okay,
The possibility that the human mind could be
let's open the caskets first. Let's see if I get anything from these puppies. Bitches love shoes, right? Shoes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hold on, let me open. Yeah, 2 cash, perfect. Oh, Pizza Cat's trading me. What you want, Pizza Cat? I'm just gonna show him cat inventory full of caskets. Does he want me to buy Blue Diab? I got I got 480 GP. Yo, he doesn't want none of it. Okay, I'm just gonna spam open these. Oh, I got a tooth half. Yo, the gems are crazy. Oh my god, that's wild. Look at this loot. Now that's an inventory full of items right there. More mid seeds? Let's go. Okay, let me cut these first. What is my hand doing? Okay, I have two tooth halves. How many boots do I have? 440 leather boots. Thank you, Tanner. We got a stranger in the chat, that's right.
turned into a weapon.
Wait,
So
I wonder if can you like can you put flowers in here? No, you can't. Ryan likes the look, huh? Hold up. Okay, I'm just gonna plant a bunch until until I get something good. Please black. I want black flowers so bad. I should pick the multicolored ones, the pastel multicolored ones. Let me move. The fuck? Gambling confirmed. Pick. Ooh, pick. Oh, that one grew really slow looking. That one actually did grow really slow. What's with that?
Intelligence reports trickled in, and the Nazis hadn't just built gas chambers, they'd conducted mind experiments in concentration camps. And SS doctors had injected prisoners with mescaline, testing whether human consciousness could be manipulated like clay. So the question was, could a person be turned
Thank you, QP. It's good to see you in here.
into a puppet? And this question was horrifying. So when the war ended, America faced a choice: prosecute these monster scientists or recruit them. Guess which option won? So through Operation Paperclip, the US welcomed Nazi researchers with open arms, scrubbing their records clean because their knowledge might prove useful. Nice going, government. Nothing says land of the free quite like hiring your former enemies to work on a secret project. Then came Korea, where captured American pilots emerged from communist prisons speaking like broken robots. And they confessed to war crimes with mechanical precision. Their voices flat and extremely strange. And
Who grew this? Who grew this shit?
intelligence analysis studied the recordings with growing panic. So these weren't just tortured men, these were reprogrammed men. And the terrifying conclusion was that the Soviets had cracked the code of human consciousness. And in the halls of the newly formed CIA, established in 1947 to protect American interest worldwide, a simple but monstrous question emerged. If they can control minds, shouldn't we learn to do it better? This question would birth a program so dark that its existence would remain buried for over 20 years. A program that turned hospitals into laboratories, doctors into torturers, and innocent citizens into...
Yeah, QP, this is not my party hat. This is Luna's party hat, but we kind of share it around with everybody. But yeah, it's Luna's party hat. She just let me use it because it's my birthday.
unwitting test subjects in humanity's most grotesque
Oh,
experiments.
I got them. No way I got black flowers. I got them. I got them. Let's go. Let's fucking go. That's crazy. I did not expect that at all. V-Day luck, yeah. I found $1 on the floor today too. That's crazy. Let's go. Mod luck. Thank you, Tanner. You bless me. Oh my god. Okay, now watch me get white ones. Let's hope I get some white ones.
Conspiracy, cults, serial killers, and murder. All things that I love to consume, and I know you do too, you sick, twisted people.
No way! I just got black ones again! What the fuck? What is that? That's crazy. Wait, what's the rate on black? What's the rate on these? No way. That's fucking wild. 1 in 500? What the fuck? Now I got a placeholder too. Very easy. Oh my lord. You're gonna borrow that one sometime? Oh yeah. I didn't even cut into the 200. I got 2 in less than like, what? In less than 100 or so? White is 1 in 1,000. I see. So white is the rarest. I don't see people wear black flowers too much though, to be honest. I see people wear white. Probably because they're more rare. I got this. Gotta get them whites. Didn't know. Wait, didn't know. Wait, what'd you say? I didn't know white was rarest. Dude, I did not read what you typed properly. Like, I read something completely differently. Tanner's following me. How cute. Purple, multicolor, yellow, multicolor. I like these ones. I like collecting these ones. No fucking way! Good lord.
Take this.
Yeah. Holy fuck. Has to be rigged? Oh my lord. The luck is unbelievable right now. Streamer luck. Yeah, you turn on the stream, you get fucking 3 black flowers in like 100 seeds. Oh, the blue ones look like black ones sometimes. That is just nuts.
And today we are talking about a Big Daddy case. Okay, a lot of you have requested this, and I will feed you. Mommy will feed you. Sorry, what the fuck? But we're diving into the CIA, into MK Ultra, and if something happens to me, now you know why. But without further ado, let's on.
I opened like 500 months ago and got 0 black and white. That's ridiculous. I got 3 black flowers, which is 1 in 500 in like 120 seeds. That is just blows my mind. That is so lucky.
Unbuckle our seatbelts, go Mach 5 down the highway, slam on the brakes, and bust through this windshield into this crazy shit together.
Come on, Tanner, rig my RNG for me so I get a white on the last one. That would be so fucking iconic.
So the Cold War had begun. The battlefield was the human mind itself. In CIA offices, plans were already forming. Code names were being assigned and budgets were being approved. And soon, a chemist named Sidney Gottlieb would be handed control of a shadow kingdom where human suffering was the currency and consciousness was the target. So America was about to ask the question that should never be asked. What if we could break a person's mind, rebuild it, and control
Flower
it
field
like
is
any other
gorgeous, so
weapon?
look at that.
And the answer would destroy more lives than any bomb. And it would all be in the name of freedom. The Central Intelligence Agency was barely 3 years old when it decided to get into the mind control business. Created by the National Security Act of 1947, the CIA was supposed to be America's answer to Soviet intelligence, a shield against communist infiltration, and a sword to strike the enemies
I'm
abroad.
gonna run out of
But what nobody
space.
mentioned in the legislative debates was how quickly protecting America would evolve into experimenting on Americans. So the groundwork began with projects that sounded like rejected comic book
Oh my god,
titles.
the blue ones just bait me over and over again. Like, they look so dark when they're popping up out of the ground that you think that it's a black one.
Came Project Bluebird, and that was in 1950, and it focused on special interrogation methods and making people resistant to enemy brainwashing. And the name suggested something peaceful, maybe even patriotic. But the reality involved drugs, hypnosis, and psychological torture designed to shatter human consciousness like glass.
Okay.
And Bluebird would eventually
Relocating.
evolve into Project Artichoke in 1951. Because apparently someone in the CIA had a thing for naming horrific programs after innocent objects. So Artichoke would push further into darkness. testing whether hypnosis and chemicals could turn a person into a remote-controlled assassin. Think the Bourne Ultimatum, except with real people and no Hollywood ending. And the man tasked with running these horrific programs was a soft-spoken chemist named Sidney Gottlieb. And to his neighbors in suburban Virginia, he was just another government worker who grew orchids and stuttered slightly when he was nervous. But to his colleagues in the...
Yeah, Luna, if I get another pair of blue flowers, I'll pick them for you. I might get on oh, there they are. Okay, cool.
CIA's Technical Services Division, he was something else entirely. He was a brilliant scientist with an unsettling enthusiasm for exploring the outer limits of human suffering. And Gottlieb had even earned the nickname Black Sorcerer in intelligence circles. And I can tell you what, it wasn't because of his gardening skills. Okay, so the man had a gift for turning theoretical chemistry into practical nightmare fuel. He could discuss the psychoactive properties of lysergic acid, thiamide. Sorry, it's hard. These words are hard. With the same clinical detachment other people would use to talk about the weather. And by 1953, the early experiments had proven one thing. Breaking human minds
Tanner
was
believes.
definitely possible.
I believe as
The
well.
question
I
was whether
believe.
America wanted to industrialize
I don't
the
want a fourth
process.
black one. I
And the
want
answer
white
would come
ones.
from the top. CIA Director
It's
Alan
blue.
Dulles, or Dulles. I don't really care. He's kind of a piece of shit. So, and he was a man who understood power the way sharks understand blood in the water. Because he'd spent years watching Soviets expand their influence across the globe. And he was convinced that they were winning the psychological warfare game. Because at the end of the day,
15
the government's just
left.
playing games with us. I should,
We're getting there.
I should not talk as much. I feel like I'm going to disappear. So when Gottlieb approached him with
Come
a massive
on,
centralized
come
mind
on.
control program, Dulles,
I wanna see white ones.
whatever, didn't hesitate. So on April 13th, 1953, he signed the authorization for Project MK-Ultra. And the name itself was typical CIA cryptography. MK indicated the program belonged to the Technical Services Division, while Ultra was a...
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, two more. This is the last one. You knew it, Pink? Yeah. Wow. That is nuts. Rigged. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. No white ones, but I'll probably buy white ones at some point. The last time I checked, nobody was selling any on the market. Yeah, nobody's selling. How did you get a pea hat? So I just opened all the seeds that I got as a gift, and I went all the way back to this wall. This whole thing was filled up. But I only had like 300 seeds, and I was hoping to get black flowers first. I got 4 black flowers. So that, if I was on drop rate, that would be, I'd have to open 2,000 mid seeds for that, which is just crazy. Like that's like 10% of what I should have had to open to get this amount of black flowers. That's nuts. Selling sale. See what you got. Full Gothics. Black G. Ooh. How much for Black G? Wait. Let's see. It's expensive. That shit's expensive, bro. People are selling the full Black G set for like almost 3 mil. That's nuts. That's too much. Colored gloves, boots, capes, next patch. Wait. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Ugir? 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 Is that a Canifis update that you're talking about? I want a burgundy Wizzy hat. I looked at prices on market. It's just too much money right now. Okay, Jeff Bezos. Nothing beats the bunny ears. I know, right? The bunny ears are just too top tier. I don't know if the devs are gonna re-release the bunny ears for next year's Easter or not. Cause it would be pretty cool if they didn't release it. So it's basically like the same as party hats where only some people have them. I don't know how they're planning on doing that. I don't think that they're gonna re-release it. I'm sad if I missed the ears. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would suck if people missed out on it, but it's also kind of how it always was. Yeah. I love how a bunch of people just showed up all of a sudden. There were like 3 people when I got here. That's funny.
A random word chosen to sound sufficiently mysterious. It sounds ultra stupid to me, but okay. But what wasn't random was the scope. Because this would be the most extensive mind control research program in human history, with a budget that would make most university research departments weep with envy. So Gottlieb's first move was pure genius, if you define genius as spectacularly evil, like Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. And he would convince the CIA to buy the entire world supply of LSD from Sandoz Laboratories in Switzerland for $240,000, which is roughly $4 million in today's money, which is f***ing crazy. So overnight, America had cornered the market of the most powerful psychoactive drug known to science. So just think about that for a moment. The same government who would later wage a war on drugs had just become the world's largest drug dealer. All in the name of national security. Thanks, guys. So with unlimited
I
funding
need
and
bank
unlimited
space,
LSD
man.
and unlimited government backing,
Holy shit.
Gottlieb began assembling his empire of shadows. So
I don't need
universities
this.
would provide the researchers, and hospitals would supply the test subjects, and prisons
Okay.
would offer captive populations who couldn't say no. Yeah. I mean, I don't care about the murderers and the you-know-whats, but everybody else, I mean, if you stole a candy bar, I don't know, it's inhumane. But that wouldn't even be the biggest problem,
Okay.
because America had plenty of citizens, and most of them had...
Okay, I'm gearing up. I'm gearing up for KBD right now. I am pretty much ready to go. I just need a knife. I'll bring some lobbies and some sharks. Oh, and I guess I'll bring some prayer bots. Luna, come to World 2v West. I want to give you your blue flowers. Anywho's. Pickpocket this guy? I can. Oh, I was also given some anti-fires too, so I might as well take one of those. I'm planning on safe spotting it anyways. So yeah, that should be plenty of stuff. I've never seen anti-fires for sale. Me neither. Yeah, I've never seen them for sale either. Really want the bunny ears on my pure, but I'll be happy with whatever they choose. Yeah, it's a great cosmetic item. And it's easy to get back, too. I haven't seen how to set the safe spot up yet. It's very simple. Yeah, it's very, very simple. You basically... Everybody that's in the cave needs to stand on a certain tile, and then people have to pay attention. Like when it spawns, you should have your shield up and your prayer on, or have an anti-fire pot, and then you basically, the KBD spawns like over here, and you're behind the pillar, and you just walk like this, and it'll lure it, and then everybody walks back to the safe spot, and it just traps it. So you only really have to take one hit per kill, which is fucking busted. It's so busted. We all have to safe spot. Not if you don't want to. I would say we could safe spot it because it's so easy to do it that we might as well safe spot it. But yeah, we don't have to. 2H looks badass. You're not gonna. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it, Tanner. If one person isn't safe spotting it, it kind of messes it up for the people who are safe spotting it, but it isn't like, you know, it's not like everybody's gonna die all of a sudden. I'm doing melee, so I don't know about a safe spot. That's fine. You guys... I have no bank space. What the fuck? Prop gonna kill you all? Nah. Oh, Luna, here, thank you, Meowsmix. Okay, when everybody's geared up, just meet in RD Bank.
Had no idea what the hell was coming. So MK Ultra was about to begin its reign of terror, and they had the full blessing of the United States government. Big shock. Because in the Cold War, apparently the only way to protect American minds was to destroy them first. So the irony was lost on no one except the people making the decisions themselves. So by 1953, Sidney Gottlieb
Spank
had
these.
assembled something that would have made Dr. Frankenstein envious as hell. A nationwide network of human experimentation that stretched across more than 80 institutions and encompassed over 150
Juni's
separate
BMing
research
me.
projects. And the budget was staggering, $10 million, and that would equal roughly $87.5 million today. But money was just numbers on the ledger. The real currency of MK Ultra was human suffering. So the program's objective was deceptively simple. Discover how to control human consciousness using chemical, biological, and radiological methods. And whether the subject...
I have no idea where Carly is. I told her that the stream would be 7 or 8 p.m. and she was like, okay, perfect. Yeah, I haven't seen her log in all day. I didn't log in until like 7:30 though.
subjects consented was completely optional. And whether they survived was completely irrelevant.
She did the same thing to me the other day where she logged on and was like, I can't even remember what she said, but she just said hey and then like a smile and then insta logged. Yeah. And then the other time that I saw her recently, I logged into Shadow Warriors and she was there like AFK. I log in the next second she logs out and she just didn't get on for the next like 5 hours. I'm like, okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Willow. Alrighty, this is our posse, right? Where's Luna at? Luna logged out.
So the chemical key to consciousness at the center of MK Ultra's arsenal was a substance so powerful that amounts equivalent to 2 grains of salt could shatter a human mind. Lysergic acid dithalate.
Yeah, what sussy shit is Luna doing right now? What the helly?
Which is better known as LSD, and that's what I'm gonna call it from now on because I ain't saying that shit again. So Swiss chemist Albert Hofmann first synthesized LSD in 1938. So for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who have tried it and still don't know, maybe you should know some history about it, so let's go over that real quick. So Swiss chemist Albert Hofmann first synthesized LSD in 1938. And he accidentally discovered its hallucinogenic properties in 1943, when he absorbed some through his skin. I can't even imagine how his day went, probably terrible. But the drug works by hijacking the brain's serotonin system, basically, binding to receptors that normally help interpret reality. And this causes the brain to process...
9 viewers, Pog. Yeah, crazy. Okay, I mean, I guess Luna isn't coming, so let's just go.
far more stimuli than usual, turning reality into a kaleidoscope of distorted perceptions where users might see music or hear colors. And under normal doses, an LSD trip might last from 7 to 12 hours, maybe even less, depending on how much you take. Not that I would know. But MK Ultra researchers weren't interested in normal doses, and they would push
Luna scam, classic Luna, real.
subjects into uncharted territory with massive quantities that could trigger ego disillusion with...
I am not familiar with who Willow is, but I think I've seen Willow in my chat a couple times before as well. One of your IRL friends? Your Pink's friend IRL. Interesting. What the heck? Okay, try not to get PK'd, okay? We smoke blunts. That sounds about right. Based on what I know about pink.
The complete
Hell
breakdown
yeah.
of personal identity. And at these extreme levels, subjects could
The web
experience
is slashed.
seizures
I'm
or
already sussy about this. If we get PK'd, we bonk them back. I got so shredded the last time that I was in Deep Wild. You don't need a knife. I got you. Okay, we go this way because PKers like to sit on the east side. Thank you, Willow. Holy Gringolandia, what is that? What is that supposed to mean? As long as no one knows we're here. Yeah, nobody knows we're here, right? Nobody. I have no delay on stream, by the way. Well, actually, I have a 15-minute delay on stream. That's real shit. Right around here was where I got attacked because it's multi here, so they were just like waiting up here by the gate. If I see a white dot, I'm logging out. Yeah, me too. Actually, me too. Let's just get out of this area. This area is so hot. Hello again, Matt. How are you doing?
respiratory problems and dangerous hypothermia. But the psychological effects were even more
I'm
devastating.
gonna look this up. What is Gringolandia? Jeremias, what is that? Often used informally and sometimes with derogatory connotations to refer to the U.S. more broadly, any place where a significant number of English-speaking North Americans live.
He stinks.
He stinks.
Yeah, he stinks. He stinks.
Here, check his booty. Does he got poop on him?
No,
Well,
I think he just sat in there for a bit.
oh, okay.
You stink?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes he just like takes a dump and then he'll just sit in the litter box.
Stinky?
He'll just sit in the poopy litter box for like 10 minutes because it's like a cave.
Ow.
Okay.
Because extended exposure could trigger flashback months.
My cat mews when taking a big poo sometimes. Well, Corny used to do that. Like when we first got him, he would poop so much. And he would, oh, you're a fucking legend. Oh, everybody's pulling the lever. Okay. Yeah, he would poop so much. And it was really
He would yell.
he would yowl. Yeah, he would just scream and I feel like he wasn't used to pooping yet. So he was like, "What is happening to my body?" And like it was just hilarious. So yeah, I think this will lure him. Oh, auto off too. Yeah, see, so this is the safe spot. If you theoretically want a safe spot, KBD, this is how you do it. It's the one tile away from the right side of this. And he just can't hit you, I guess. And I bring the magic long because it's guaranteed hits on him. Damn, did I just hit a 17? Holy shit. Oh, and there's Miss Luna with her fucking party hat in the wilderness like a psychopath. Confirmed psychopath. Come on, get in on this. Jesus, Luna. Babe, we're killing the fucking dragon. Look at this dragon.
I gotta get up in here because I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, get up in there. Get
Get
all
up
up
in
in there.
there.
Look at this. That risk is insane. I just died in the wilderness. Luna is actually brain broken. Look, she's gonna die. She doesn't even have an anti-dragon shield. She's not even praying mage.
Are you fighting Ghidorah from
Ghidorah?
Godzilla?
I don't even know. I don't know
He's a
anything about
three-headed
Godzilla.
dragon.
Well, this is a three-headed dragon, so it could be him. Hey, and I got the drop too. The rune arrows are just so overpowered. I got strength Ammy and Addy arrows. Whose Addy arrows are that?
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically Ghidorah. I really want to watch Godzilla now. Godzilla sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Does anyone have an anti-poison? No, I don't. I don't. Absolute psycho, even melee, yeah. Okay, so KBD does not take super long. 2 cuties on screen.
Hi.
That's my wife. That's my cute wife.
It's her birthday. It's her birthday.
Willow waves. Willow's waving at you. Hi, Shiloh's wife, Luna says.
I have a name.
Yeah. Everybody just knows you as my wife.
Oh.
This is just my wife,
That's
guys.
cool. Okay. Hi, I'm my wife.
No, this is Zuzu. That's Zuzu. Wait, we gotta get him into position. Okay.
Oh shit.
he's in
Is he
position.
bigger?
No, he's the same size.
Oh.
He he got kind of a dumpy on him. Look at how he breaks his back when he gets
Well,
hit.
you zoomed in too.
Well, yeah, you can zoom in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, what is your name? Hi, Zuzu. Nice to meet you, kitty face.
Nice to meet you.
I knew her name was Zuzu. Yeah, Pink knew. Pink knew, of course. Ooh, someone's hitting a 25 on this bitch. Jesus. Okay, I'm praying again. No way! Meowsmix! No, Meowsmix fucking died. There's no way. Oh god, Meowsmix! Meow! Oh my god, I would have given you a dose of my anti-fire. Oh my god. Oh, it's corny time.
He wants to get down.
Yeah,
You're okay, guy.
he's hyper right now.
You hyper?
Wait, someone get his
Ooh.
stuff.
Oh,
8
it's his-
Larunes.
It's his paws that are stinky. He's got stinky paws.
What are you doing, bro? Mithril Dart. Anti-shield. Oh my god. Someone get his stuff. I feel so bad for Meows right now. Here, I'll take the extra Dragonfire shield. I need that, actually. Studded chaps. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. We can't protect all the noobs, sadly. I'll take a shark. I'll take some sharks. I don't need Addy arrows either. Oh my god. Holy shit. Ooh, a pink, you're looking pretty fucking... I like that, yeah. You're looking like an archer wizard mage witch. You're looking like an arch witch, an archer witch. On that real shit. You're looking like a Power Ranger right now. Oh yeah, get his box for it all set up and shit.
Jump in there. Hurry. Yeah, get in there.
She looks like that IRL too. Yeah, I know. I totally know. I get exactly what you mean. Damn, Tanner, you hitting pretty good right now. I see you hitting smacking those 24s. Can I even get another spec off? I can, perfect. Yeah, 15, 11, 15 with the magic long. That's just good guaranteed damage. Of course you can join, Matt. Yeah, you can come. It's on World 2. Yeah, anybody is welcome.
Oh yeah, get in there. Yes, he jumped up there.
Oh, what a G. Oh, he likes his tower. He's gonna destroy it.
He is. He's gonna fall. Oh, good boy.
Tanner fave RuneScript fun fact, please. No pressure. I mean, I would like to see that as well. I would like to hear a fun fact about RuneScript. No killing him. Kill his ass.
You naughty.
Yeah, he knows he's not supposed to be up there. He looked over at me like right when I noticed him. He's like, "Oh shit. Uh-oh." Death runes. 7 death runes. Tanner doesn't know. Is there a pet in 2004? The only pet in 2004 is cats. And then I think when construction was added, then you have the clockwork cat, and that became the only other type of pet before they added boss pets way, way later in the game. Way later. I'm surprised they never added dogs, to be honest. Like, you would think that right after they add cats, they'd be like, okay, let's add dogs too. But they never did it. They never did it. Only pet is Luna? That's right. Luna is a good puppy. Only pet is Luna and cats. Well, there's a lot of dog girls that play the game, you know, but... Yo, there's an uncut sapphire right there. Luna, get a fucking anti-dragon shield. I thought she was gonna at least gear up a little bit. Okay, see, once he goes around that corner, I can lure him like this. And then he's safe spotted. Easy. And I think now, if he's aggroed on me, anybody else attacking it won't even take its attention. So like if you're meleeing, it won't make a difference. That's interesting actually. Luna has no fear. I'm gonna go take my wife to the smoke shop. She's fiending for the Nick. Luna, oh my god, my vapes are all like burnt out and I can't get a vape until tomorrow. And I'm fucking dying. It is so bad. My
Sorry.
no,
Here
it's
you go.
okay. My addiction is fucking crippling. Holy shit. Unreal. I have to suck flavored nicotine juice out of a fucking vape that looks like a purse. Don't use disposables. Listen, Luna, New York State gives us no other choice, okay? They made bottled vape juice illegal. Otherwise, I would be buying vape juice and using my mod. They want us to die of lead poisoning. Let's just say that. You'll send me bottles that I would suck your dick for bottle. I would suck your dick for bottles of nicotine juice. Holy shit. Damn, we killed it really fast that time. Shiloh almost died with Party Hat in one hit last stream. That's not true. Oh god.
Oh, sorry.
See, I do wonder. Okay, bye Luna. I wonder if they will actually allow people to mail vape juice through New York State. I don't even know if they might pick it up and, you know, confiscate it. I know you can buy it out of state lines and then like bring it into the state, but yeah, if I go to the smoke shop, I can't even find a bottle of vape juice there anymore. I actually bought some after it was illegal here. Like behind the counter, like under the counter type shit. And the dudes like have to suss out whether you're an undercover cop or not. It's just it's so whack. Imagine being high enough level to do enough damage to KBD. It's okay, Pink. I'll give you some loot.
More devastating, because extended exposure could trigger flashback months
Yeah, poppers.
or years later. And in some cases, hallucinogen persisting perception disorder, which is HPPD, a condition so severe that victims are unable to adapt to living with permanent
Get out of the
recurrent
way.
trips. But for the CIA, these weren't side effects, they were features. Because the more LSD could break down the human consciousness, the more useful it became as a weapon. So Gottlieb's empire
He logged
operated on a
out.
simple philosophy. Before you could insert a new mind
No,
into
you
somebody's
can't
head,
log out there.
first
You
had to
can't log
destroy
out
the one that
there.
was already there. And this was not therapy. It was psychological demolition. And the techniques read like torturers' instruction manuals. Because these were massive doses of LSD that could keep subjects hallucinating for weeks on end. And they also used electroshock therapy, which was delivered at intensities that would have killed smaller
Okay.
animals. And then there was
Okay, you
sensory
good.
deprivation. And they would use sensory deprivation so complete, it could break a person's grip on reality for days. And they would also use drug combinations that turned human beings into chemical experiments, with researchers injecting barbiturates in one arm while pumping amphetamines into the other, just to see what would happen to the human nervous system when it became a battleground within itself. I can't even imagine the psychological pain, and just the pain in general, that person would experience. And the most extreme case would involve a patient in Kentucky who received LSD every single day for 100
I'm biased, I'll say it. Tanner is the coolest mod. You know, I'm inclined to agree with you, to be honest.
74 consecutive days. Not weeks, nearly 6 months of continuous chemical assault on the human brain. And the patient's name was just lost in history. And their statistics in Gottlieb's files.
I
Hunting
DC'd
the
like
vulnerable
mega bad
because
there.
MKUltra didn't target the powerful or connected. As one CIA officer coldly noted, they focused on quote-unquote people who could not fight back, which was mental patients, prisoners, drug addicts, and prostitutes. And the agency even extended its reach to children, with documented cases of subjects as young as 8 to 10 years
The
old.
drops here are actually not bad. Like, I got 2 rune longs and a strength ammy here so far. Yeah, that ain't bad. He does take a while to respawn. I think it's like a minute and a half or something.
Which is so incredibly heartbreaking. And they would go through months of LSD, electroshock, and sensory deprivation.
Should bring Alex here. That's a good idea. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can stay here for a really long time if you're burying bones and stuff as well. And pretty much just leave with, like, 20 black D-hides in your inventory and alch the rune longs and stuff.
And James Whitney Bulger, the notorious Boston crime boss, actually volunteered for what he was told was an experiment to find a cure for schizophrenia.
I barely
He
bones.
did this while serving time in Atlanta Federal Penitentiary.
I really should start, burying my bones, actually training prayer, Okay, what's my boosted range? 85. Okay. At least she's picking up the bones. They're for you, Pink. I'm not gonna use these at all. Yeah, I don't fuck with bones. In real life, I fuck with bones, but in game, I don't touch that shit. Too much clicking. Can't bring myself to bury over 2K. I know, right? They're expensive. No, Meows Mix. Stand on us. Meow. On top of us. If you ranging. This is the only square that's safe.
In 1957. So for more than a year, he received LSD injections daily. And his description of the experiment reads like something from hell's own medical journal, stating 8 convicts in a panic and paranoid state, total loss of appetite, hallucinating, the room would change shape, hours of paranoia and feeling violent. We experienced horrible periods of living nightmares and even blood coming out of the walls. Guys,
yeah, I don't know how good of an example this is, but how busted OP range is, especially if you're using rune arrows. Like, I've gotten 4 kills so far, and Tanner does pretty good damage with melee, and she has 81 strength. So, higher strength than my range level, and I'm still getting the majority of the kills. Got any good stand-up material? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Please, no, don't do this to me. Here, this joke, this stand-up routine is very slow. It takes a while, you gotta build into it, but and that's my stand-up routine. There you go. I'm using DDS spec, maybe D-Long is better. Never gets old. Either that or do a cicada call. I can't do that. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know how to begin doing that. Take it, girl. It's not, it's not there. I just bit my lip. Oh my god. Ow. I love your stand-up routine. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I practice that every day. I practice my stand-up routine like 100 times a day, pretty much. Stand-up part 3. I think it was part 3.
The skeletons in front of me. I saw a camera change into the head of a dog. I felt like I was going insane. And years later, Bulger would finally realize the truth, saying,
Should do a recap of the first few parts. I'll just compile them together and put it in a YouTube short.
Prison for committing a crime, but they committed a greater crime on me. So the man who would become one of America's most wanted criminals had been transformed into a case study in government-sponsored psychological torture. And that's when we enter Operation Midnight Climax. Yeah, it's as bad as it sounds. So the CIA's brothel among MKUltra's most twisted operations was a program that sounds too bizarre to be real, but it is. And that was Operation Midnight Climax, where government employed ladies of the night lured unsuspecting men to CIA safe houses in San Francisco and New York for drug experiments. And the agency would dose the men with LSD, and then they would just watch through two-way mirrors as the drug took effect. They didn't know that they were being drugged, by the way. They thought they were gonna go to this safe house and get lucky. And they would just record everything for later analysis. And CIA operative George Hunter White, who ran the operation, later described his work with disturbing enthusiasm, saying, "I toiled wholeheartedly in the vineyards because it was fun."
Hey, that was a kill I didn't get. No way. It's crazy. Rune bar. Very nice.
Fun. Where else could a red-blooded American boy lie, kill?
Mass said that they were on their way, but we'll see about that. We will see about that. I wonder if there's anybody else that would want to come. Let me check Silverheart's stats, because I don't think I've looked her up on high scores in a long time. Okay. Base 60s. I've been told you make good content. Take that. That's my left hook.
Cheat, steal, grape, and pillage with the sanction of blessing of the All-Highest. This guy was two sheets to the wind, twisted piece of shit. I don't even understand what he said. And the recording devices in the room were disguised as electrical outlets. And the subjects never knew they were being drugged, as I said. They were just watched and recorded. And they were just ordinary men who thought they were paying for sex. And instead, they just became unwitting participants in the most elaborate psychological warfare experiment in human history. And perhaps nowhere was MKUltra's brutality more systemically applied than at the Allen Memorial Institute in Montreal, where Scottish psychiatrist
Oh my God,
Dr. Ewan
Pink.
Cameron
Pink, you gotta stand on the square, girl.
Cameron, who was paid $69,000 by the CIA between 1957 and 1964, developed techniques that would make medieval torturers seem humane by comparison. And his specialty was something he called psychic driving, a procedure where patients were subjected to continuously repeated audio messages on looped tapes, often exposed to hundreds of thousands of repetitions of a single statement over the course of their treatment. That sounds fucking terrible. I can't even stand in an elevator for more than like 5 minutes before that music drives me fucking insane. I can't even imagine, like, all jokes aside, how horrible that would be. But this was just the beginning. Because Cameron used doses of thorazine to put patients into artificial comas and what he called a sleep room. And the drug-induced sleep usually lasted from a few
This
days
monitor gives your stream this cool hazy CRT effect. That's crazy. Wait, I got that kill. Oyster pearls? I didn't even know that was a drop you could get. What in the world? It's got scan lines, but it's like a 4K monitor? That's wild. There must be something seriously busted up with that monitor. Wait, did KBD just give me a pearl necklace? What the fuck?
to 86 days.
I want to break it. Oh my god. I still can't use my desktop monitor because I don't have a cord for it.
Far longer than any of the patients expected. Because what's consent, right? So while the patients were unconscious, the patients were subjected to...
Yeah, you'll buy me one, Pink. That would make my whole life. I really want to play Battlefield 6. I want to play Battlefield 4 again, too, to be honest. Battlefield 4 actually ran pretty fucking good on my desktop, just the way it is, as you saw. I'll be real, the GPU I'm sending may not run Battlefield 6. That's totally okay, girl. Well, listen, I'm still totally down to just play Battlefield 4, and any upgrade on the PC that would help run that game I'd be down for. Or Overwatch. I haven't played Overwatch in ages, but I never got to play Overwatch 2. We play Bad Company 2. That would be fucking so cool. Like I would be so down for that. I love Bad Company 2. That's such a good game. Oh my god, sniping in that game is just top notch. I fucking love that game. So much fun.
So their brains were just bombarded.
That prob runs on your laptop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It could totally run that. Not so much Battlefield 3 or 4 though. I used to play the Bad Company 2 demo and just blow up trees. Yeah. The destruction in that game was just so much fun. That's why I really want to try Battlefield 6, because the destruction just looks so hilarious. Very comparable to Bad Company 2. You can just keep taking chunks out of a building until it crushes on like 5 dudes. It's so fucking good. That's perfect.
Storms that would have killed them in any larger of a dose. And again, they're unconscious at this point, so they obviously can't consent to what they are doing. And the de-patterning process was designed to erase personality entirely. And Cameron would give his subjects mega doses of LSD.
You have a CRT TV? Hell yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a CRT monitor. I've only ever seen CRT TVs, to be honest. Yeah, my ex, when I lived in Washington, my ex had a CRT TV, and we would play GameCube shit on there sometime, and it just looked really cool. It was fun to get high and just play fucking GameCube games. Because I never got to grow up with GameCube either, so it's like I'm experiencing it for the first time as it should have been played, basically. The monitors are epic. Frame rate goes up as resolution goes down. Interesting. Yeah, the wood grain on CRTs is just majestic. Yeah. I do really wish that like some modern technology was made with wood grain. Like imagine a phone, like a smartphone that's just backed with like really nice wood grain. That would actually be cool. Ocarina of Time on N64 is worth it. Finding a working controller is hard though. I ordered parts to fix mine. Yeah, I got to play Ocarina of Time on Nintendo 64 on that TV too. Looks like dog ass on modern TV. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I have emulated some games too. Um, like Majora's Mask. That was actually the first um Zelda game I ever played, but I was emulating it. It was fun. I enjoyed that game.
Would subject them to drug-induced sleep therapy for up to 65 consecutive days, and applied electroshock therapy at 75 times the usual intensity. So the goal was to reduce patients to what Cameron clinically described as a vegetable state. And then came the repatterning, forcing patients to listen to specific recordings for up to 16 hours a day, with messages repeated up to 500,000 times, which is awful, like horrible. Like I feel like, I don't know if it doesn't sound like much to people, like it's just words, but the psychological torture you can put on someone by putting them through that, I mean, there's a reason why it's called torture. This is like actual torture methods.
Do anything special for your birthday? No, not really. Other than the KBD event, I was really excited for this. But yeah, I mean, I took a walk today. I think I'm getting a cake tomorrow and then going to a hibachi restaurant tomorrow. So I'm excited about that too. I love Japanese food. Shit sounds so fucking good. Yeah, hopefully I'll get a carrot cake soon. We just don't have money today. We'll have some money tomorrow, but we don't have any money today. Oh yeah, I got 4 black flowers in like 300 myth seeds, which is just unbelievable. I can't believe that shit happened.
That multiple militaries use,
So
sticking
cool.
someone in a room and putting someone on something on repeat constantly. So for the first 10 days, the recordings contained personal negative messages designed to destroy any remaining sense of self. So just imagine that millions of times, just telling you how worthless you are. And you can't think of anything else because you have to listen to what's in your ears.
How old am I now? I'm 27. I am 27 years old.
And then the next 10 days featured positive messages meant to rebuild the personality according to Cameron's specifications. And one patient subjected.
You think you got 1k range XP here so far? That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. What's your range level? Oh, you're 63 range. Yeah, so you're probably not hitting too horrible here. What you doing for me? Bones.
To recordings 45 times, expressed her distress, begged the experimenter to stop playing
Refresh
it,
page mouse button. Oh hell no.
And started
Hell
shaking
no.
and continued to shake even after the recording was stopped. And the researchers noted her reaction with the same emotional detachment they might use to describe the behavior of laboratory rats. It's just chilling.
And it is his mind, no less, which may destroy mankind.
Yeah, I used to have a mouse like that during like pre-EOC days. It was fucking tilting. Like I hated that mouse. I got rid of it as fast as I possibly could. Damn, we are killing this shit fast with the 2 level 95s. With the D-longs, damn. Melee isn't bad here at all, is it? 23, 28, y'all are shredding it. Damn. I might have to bring my D-long here. I can hit like 25s. Potted with prayer. Oh, jeez. Yeah, a lot of the games that I actually want to check out and want to play aren't even like super intensive games. They're just games that my current computer can't run because of how dookie it is. But yeah, like usually I'm not super interested in like state-of-the-art graphics and shit. Like I think it's cool. I prefer to watch it more so than play it. I would play it if I could, but you know, like Wukong, when Wukong came out, I watched a playthrough of that whole game because I really liked it. I liked the look of it and everything. It was just cool. Yeah, that was the only game I can think of besides BF6 that has come out in recent years that I'm like, I would be excited to play. Are we all gonna play Lethal Company? And I don't know what Lethal Company is. I've never heard of Lethal Company. Oh shit. It's better that I don't know what it is. Oh shit. Is it like Among Us? It's like Among Us? I'm sad GTA 6 is console exclusive. Is it really? Why would they do that? Dude, with how big the GTA RP scene is, why would they do that? That is so bizarre. It may run on your computer. Among Us has better graphics. Okay, I'm looking it up. Yeah, DayZ. I watched some DayZ gameplay way back. Like, way back, right before Battle Royales, like, exploded and shit. in popularity. Oh no, I've seen this game before, Lethal Company. I've seen clips of it. I didn't know what the game was called. Adamant Javelins, really? There's that one game where you're kind of just like you have these little squishy guy characters. It's a multiplayer game, and you have to like stop each other from falling off or like push each other off ledges and shit. But the way you control your character is just so like unhinged. I don't know what that game's called either, but it's pretty cute. I started Daisy in 2013, got 3K hours of playtime. Holy shit. Yeah, Fall Guys. That's what it is, Fall Guys. I would love to try to play that game with some people. They did it with Red Dead and GTA 5 too. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Predatory predatory game design, that makes sense. I've already planned with Luna that we playing Peak with you. Fall Guys is silly fun. Haven't played it on years. What is Peak? Playing Peak? Mountain climbing sim. Is it the one where you like have the pickaxe or the hammer or whatever, and then you have to keep like, because there's like a VR game that's like that. Is that what you're talking about? Oh no, this is a totally different game. Yeah, this is a totally different game. Oh, it looks cute. What the hell? It looks very cute. Okay, there was this one game I really wanted to try, and it's called Journey. I think it's called Journey. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's like my style. It's so cool. It's like a more ambient kind of game, like a solo game. But ever since that game came out, I'm like, I would love to play that. It just looks so fun. Yeah, I would love to try that game. I don't even know if it's on PC or not. You've beat it like 6 times? That's badass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is on PC. It's on Windows. I would love to play this. I would so love to play this. I think the laptop might actually be able to run this game as well. Oh, it used to be a PS3 exclusive. Yeah, so that's why I kind of put it in the back of my head and I'm like, I'm never going to be able to play this. Do you know Little Nightmares? Because I got that game on Switch a while back. I got Little Nightmares 1 and Little Nightmares 2 on Switch, and that's one of my favorite games of all time. I played those games like 10 times in a row. You bump into random players, but I know how to bug it to play with friends. I didn't even know it was multiplayer. Pink, if you have never played Little Nightmares, you have to give that game a shot. If you like games like Journey and spooky games, it is so fucking cool. It is literally one of the best design games I have played in a long time. Like it's so well thought out and it's just so interesting. It's mine. Plant just hidden under everybody. Oh my god. I miss vaping. Looks so good. You shouldn't, you know. Sometimes I still crave cigarettes. Sometimes I'm just like, oh fuck it. I'll just buy a pack of cigarettes, but I never actually do. Flower. Wait, this looks super cute. That the flower game looks super cute too, Pink. I quit smoking cigarettes 14 years ago, but I vaped for a few years. Very nice. I'm proud that you quit smoking. Yeah, I smoked for... How long did I smoke for? I smoked since I was 16. I started smoking cigarettes and smoking weed. So I smoked until I was like 23. Yeah, so like 7 years. Almost 8 years, I think I smoked cigarettes. But yeah, it's been 3 years. I think I've had like maybe 6 cigarettes like in the past 3 years. And that's due to people like offering them. I'm like, shit, I'll take one if you offer it to me, but I'm not gonna go buy them. I used to just roll them. You look so much cuter without a ciggy anyway, yeah. Oh, that's silly. Yeah, I could only quit with vaping and nicotine gum. That's how I quit. I got a nicotine gum prescription, and it took me like 6 months to taper off the cigarettes. But yeah, like I could just, you know, put some nicotine gum in between my gums and then hit the vape for like 5 minutes outside, and I wouldn't want a cigarette anymore. You know, every time I got a craving, that worked. Totally worked. You've never smoked before, Tanner? Such a pure girl. Oh my god. So innocent. Cigs always made me so dizzy. I'd always be tipsy when I tried, so it never caught on. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, shit. I grew up with like I grew up with parents that just smoked indoors all day, every day, and they both smoked like 2 packs a day. And there were times where we were living in motels and they're smoking inside the motel with 5 people in there, 3 kids. And yeah, so for my entire childhood, pretty much I was constantly inhaling secondhand smoke. And I got a nicotine dependence through just that because of the proximity and how much smoke I was inhaling because of it. And like when my mom would go to work and there was no smoke in the house, I would start to get withdrawals. Yeah, I was definitely addicted before I had a chance. And then, you know, I was so used to smoking being in my environment that when I picked up a cigarette for the first time, I'm like, this is just so easy. Like I didn't cough. It felt great. It like gave me a fix immediately. And I never touched a cigarette before. But yeah, that shit sucks. That sucks. Don't smoke around kids. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. Thank you, D. Rune bar again. Very nice. I wonder how many sapphires you can get here an hour if you just pick it up. And there's a gold ring over there. Hmm. Imagine there was a gold bar and you could put it in the lava. Imagine there was like a stone bowl in here. You could bring a ring mold, pick up a gold bar, pick up the sapphire, chisel it, put it in the lava with the stone bowl, and then you put it in the ring mold and you can just make rings of recoil here. I have the weirdest ideas for this game.
Saw him once in all the times that I saw him, but I wasn't afraid. Every time I went down to his office, I would shake with fear. And every time I'd see him coming down the hall, I'd shake with fear.
Yeah, I do. You know, I think like the Gower brothers. That's just like my brain style. Gonna have to bank soon. Definitely gonna have to bank soon. I don't have any more range pots on me. Pink, did I ever tell you about the idea that I pitched to Jagex where um I pitched a fire making concept to them through Old School, through their like player suggestion network, and it was to reinvigorate fire making before Winter Todd was added, and to kind of reintegrate it and assimilate it as a keystone skill for all of the other skills. Where basically they would set brazier spots, like you would have a fire brazier outside of the Slayer Tower, or in a wintry area, or in the wilderness, or in the swamp, or something like that, where it's basically a ritual sacrifice where you would get prayer XP and firemaking XP from sacrificing specific things. So like if you go to the Slayer Tower, you'd have to sacrifice like death runes and blood runes, or stuff like that. But it would be expensive in certain areas and inexpensive in other areas depending on the level. But like it would be like 75 firemaking. You would be able to sacrifice some shit to go into the Slayer Tower, and then it would burn for like an hour. And during that hour, you would have like boosted drop rates. You know, like a whip would be like 1 in 300 instead of 1 in 512. For only that time, you know, but it would be expensive, and not everybody would want to do it because of how expensive the sacrifice would be. But I'm like, okay, if you have all this extra shit lying around, you might as well be able to sacrifice it and put it to use somehow. And firemaking is just like the perfect opportunity for that. You're literally sacrificing items and getting firemaking XP for it, while you're passively training other skills like Slayer or like woodcutting or whatever. Or yeah, just like boosted resource gathering. Like you can light a brazier at around Catherby and get boosted magic log rates, boosted U log rates, that type of stuff. Be able to fletch faster, be able to pick resources quicker, that type of shit. That it would just speed up your play style. I want to get my chompy kill count up high one of these days for no particular reason. Oh my god. Well, once they add chompy hats, I'm doing that shit. When did the chompy hats come out? Because they're so cool. That's also peak fashion in this game. This is July 2004. Wow. Here, come back, Matt. Come around the pillar. And let me aggro it. Let me aggro it, guys. Don't attack it. Oh my god. No. No. Pink. Oh my god. No way. Holy shit. Well, okay, we kill it really quick. And I'll ranging potions for me? Oh my god, true. Give me that. Oh my god, Pink, I'm so sorry, girl. Oh shit. I'll try to get some of your stuff. Need food, Sorrel. It's okay. Of course, now we're all hitting zeros constantly. Okay, 25. You guys got this. Okay, I'll pick up some of your stuff here. Air rune. Oh my god, your runes, girl. Devams, strange fruit, magic long, water runes. How many water runes do you have? 500. Addy bar. Coif. Oh my god. I brought all my water runes there. I'm so smart. Girl, don't even worry about it. I brought all of my elemental runes to do a hard clue in the wildy and got dropped. Okay, you two can have my dragon bones there. I don't mind. You can pick them up and bury them. Here, I'll, what can I drop? Oh, 1K Addy arrows. Okay. Okay, I'm telling it out. Oh my god. Hey, I would say that's a pretty successful first KBD mass, yeah? 2 people fucking dead. She did step out of the safe spot, that's right. That is correct. You could have buried your bones. You know me though, Tanner, I don't bury bones. Give you these. Get that, Addy arrows. I think that's my anti-shield, right? Yeah, and I'll give you a rune long too. Whoa, who just stays in safe spots, yeah. My god. I thought we were all under like a silent agreement that I was the one taking aggro from KBD to put him in the safe spot. Luna came back. Did she? Is she on right now? I don't see her. Oh, I guess she logged out to bring her party hat again. You're okay, Pink. It's fine. I could have buried my bones. You're right. She's at KBD. Okay. I will gear up again. Get some prayer pots. Get some ranging pots. I mean, I think 3 ranging pots is perfect. I'm running out of rune arrows though, so wait, I might actually just like, I don't know. I could just bring rune, you know. I'll just bring rune and I'm wearing my bunny ears. Okay. Yeah, I'll just try out melee for now. Definitely don't need ranging pots. Just bring these. And then I'll bring an arty telly. Sorry if I aggro KBD then. That's okay. It's okay. Shit happens. I did definitely expect some people to die today. I really did. It's only your second time doing it? Really? Yeah, so basically when you're behind the pillar, one person steps out like I can kind of demonstrate it down here. Like imagine this is the pillar and it's two tiles wide. One person will step out and then you're in KBD's line of sight here. And they lure it until KBD starts to go around the pillar this way instead of getting trapped behind it like this. And then you can go into the safe spot. And everybody else can just stay in the spot like behind the pillar or in the safe spot in these 3 tiles. In these 3 tiles. Oh.
I adored him.
The human cost was just staggering. And Louis Weinstein, a Montreal businessman who entered the Institute for Anxiety and Digestive Problems, emerged as what
Now I'm gamer. That's right. Oh, might as well recharge my prayer real quick.
undescribed as a human guinea pig, a poor, pathetic man with no memory and no life. He lost his business, he lost everything. Like, these people were walking out of here, sometimes, a lot of them didn't, just complete shells of themselves. But one of the most horrifying aspects of MK Ultra was its willingness to experiment on children. So Bill Yarborough, who believes he was a child victim
Oh, you do have
of
an amulet.
MK Ultra, recalls experiments where they, quote, "They asked me to draw as many squares as possible on a sheet of paper until an alarm clock rang. If I drew enough, I'd be given a candy bar. If not, I'd be handed over to a monster." Again, it just like, it seems so like mundane and stupid, but just, can you imagine just drawing, and who knows how long they're making these kids draw like squares, like could be an hour, could be 16 hours. Like I can't even, they're just so f***ed up. Like these people have no souls. But his memories, suppressed for decades, eventually surfaced, saying, "My father worked in the war crimes staff of the US Army after World War II, where he interviewed the Nazis running the Dachau concentration camp. And that is where the Nazis conducted mind control experiments, and that is where the CIA recruited some mind control experts for MK Ultra. And I believe that it is the connection that let us into this program." Just scum of the earth. Like recruiting Nazi doctors for an American program to torture their own citizens. I can't fathom it. So
Wow, and they're still doing that. No way, guys. MK Ultra's still happening to this day? It's just called something else? No way.
He was just crushing. I can't see doctors for an American program to torture their own citizens. I can't fathom it. So the irony was just crushing.
No, Pink, you're so tough that anybody else who steps out of line, you can put them in their place. There you go. You never step out of line, you know. Might is right, as they like to say.
America had prosecuted Nazi doctors for experimenting on children, and then recruited those same doctors to refine their techniques and use them on American children. Just a special place in hell for the whole lot, besides the kids, obviously. So in one of history's greatest ironies, MK Ultra accidentally launched the 1960s counterculture movement. And Ken Kesey, author of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, received his first LSD through the CIA experiments while he was a student at Stanford. And Robert Hunter...
She just logged! No way, Pink. Oh my god. So silly.
For the Grateful Dead was paid to take LSD, psilocybin, and mescaline, and report on his experiences. And Allen Ginsberg, the poet who would preach the value of psychedelic experiences, got his first acid trip courtesy of, you guessed it, Sidney Gottlieb. And Hunter's description of his LSD experience reads like poetry. He said, "Sit back, picture yourself swooping up a shell of purple with foam crests of crystal drops, soft nigh, they fall onto the sea of morning creep, very soft."
Page refreshed. Oh, jeez. You didn't mean to do that then, huh? That's funny.
Mist, and then sort of cascade tinkly bell-like, and then conglomerate, suddenly into a peal of silver, vibrant, uncomprehendingly, blood-singingly, joyously resounding bells. By my faith, if this be insanity, then for the love of God, permit me to remain insane. What? I don't want what he's having, is what I gotta say. So these particular volunteers found these experiences pleasurable, and they would tell their friends. And soon, LSD spread beyond government control, just fueling a generational rebellion against everything the CIA represented. Because the agency had hoped to weaponize consciousness. Instead, they were armed with enemies with the very tools that would challenge authority itself. And obviously, these volunteers were getting their own doses, like they weren't being heavily dosed like the people that came out of prison or mental institutions, so it was like pleasurable for them. Whereas the experiments that were going on with the CIA were just like torture chambers. So by 1963, over 30 institutions and universities were involved in the experimentation program, testing drugs on unknowing citizens at social levels, high and low, Native Americans, and...
Harley said that she had to stay late for work the other day, too, providing the community free septum piercings. Oh lord, I would love a free septum piercing, holy moly. Yeah, she's probably stalking Matt Walsh, like, as we speak.
foreign. And the military alone conducted 3 phases of LSD testing. The first phase included over 1,000 American soldiers who willingly volunteered for chemical warfare experiments, while phase 2 involved 96 volunteers dosed with LSD for evaluation of intelligence uses. But we will never know.
What is she doing that? She's just, you know, she's doing what has to be done to serve and protect the community. Come on now.
The true scope of MK Ultra's damage. And Stephen Kinzer even noted, quote unquote, "We don't know how many people died, but a number did
Oh, that's
die,
Maria.
and
Oh my
many
god.
lives were permanently destroyed."
You
And the
scared
deliberate
me,
destruction
Maria.
of the records ensures that thousands of victims remain unknown. Their suffering just erased as efficiently as their memories. But what we do know is that for a decade, the United States government operated the most extensive
Looking
mind
cute.
control
Look at
program
you,
in
red
human
d'hide.
history.
You red d'hide baddies. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go. Let's go. It was a surprise. Thank you, Maria. I'm glad that you showed up.
Its own citizens as expendable test subjects in a war that existed primarily in the paranoid imagination of men who confused patriotism with psychopathy. So the experiments would continue subject by subject, injection by injection, shock by shock, until the day someone would ask the question that terrified the CIA more than any Soviet weapon. And that was, what if the American people actually found out what the government was doing to their own people? And that day was coming. And when it would arrive, the reckoning would be swift and merciless. So the statistics of MK Ultra read like a military casualty report. Over 150 experiments, thousands of subjects, and over millions of dollars spent. But behind every number was a human being whose life was completely shattered by their government's hunger for psychological
Luna
weapons.
1. Luna 1 with no anti-poison. Yo, see Luna's. Oh my god. Holy shit. What the fuck? Cursed bones. Oh, it just lost interest, you know. The Angry Dead. This story reminds me of Stranger Things. Oh my god, for some reason that is just the most hilarious thing you could have thought about this video.
And some names we know, but most we will never learn. But all deserve to be remembered. And one of those people was Frank Olson. And he would be the scientist who knew too much. So Dr. Frank Rudolph Emanuel Olson was 43 years old when he died. And he knew secrets that could have toppled governments. And as acting chief of the Special Operations Division at Fort Detrick, Maryland, Olson occupied a unique position in America's biological warfare program. He wasn't just another lab coat. He was the bridge between legitimate research and the darkest corners of the CIA's mind control experiments. So he knew about the anthrax experiments on North Korean civilians, and he had witnessed interrogation sessions where prisoners were literally interrogated to
Oh,
death
he's trapped by the
using
shade.
experimental combinations
There we
of
go.
drugs, hypnosis, and torture. And he had seen the piles of dead monkeys that greeted researchers each morning, and victims of chemical and biological experiments that would have violated every international law if anyone had bothered to ask.
Thank you.
So by
Thank you,
November
Luna.
1953, something
Hold
was
up.
eating at Frank Olson's conscience, and his colleagues would
Don't die,
notice the
I won't.
change.
I got
This
an
man who
anti-fire.
had once been the life of the party, quote unquote, had become withdrawn.
Hold on,
and
I gotta be
controlled.
able to
And
use
he
this
started
as like
questioning the
clickbait or
work,
some shit.
asking uncomfortable questions about the ethics of what they were actually doing to human beings in the name of national security. But the questioning, as we know in CIA style, would cost him his life. So on November 19th, 1953, Olson attended what seemed like a routine CIA retreat at Deep Creek Lake, Maryland. At about 20 CIA
That is
and
such a good
Army officials
screenshot I
gathered
just
at a
got.
remote cabin
Holy
to
shit.
discuss ongoing projects. And among them was,
Wait till you
guessed
see
it,
this pink. This
Sidney
is fucking
Gottlieb,
hilarious.
the devil, and his deputy, Robert Lashbrook. So after dinner, as the men relaxed with drinks, Gottlieb and Lashbrook quietly dosed the alcohol with, you guessed it, LSD. And they would call it just an unwitting experiment. But none of the men knew they had been drugged until Gottlieb casually mentioned it 20 minutes later, you know, after the drugs were in their system, as if revealing the punchline to an elaborate joke. Hey, by the way, I dosed you with a horrifying hallucinogenic at high doses. Have fun tonight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Terrifying. But
Easy.
since they actually knew what was happening, most of the men handled the unexpected trip with some professionalism, which is expected of intelligence operatives. But Frank Olson did not. And the LSD would hit him in particular like a sledgehammer to the psyche. And he became paranoid, agitated, convinced his colleagues were plotting against him. They probably were.
MK Ultra is like the basis of the Stranger Things plot. I didn't know that. I thought Stranger Things was just like, you know, monster world. Alternate dimension with monsters in it. Sounds like a GTA radio station in the background. That's the ideal. That's what I want my stream aura to be.
And by morning, he would be a
That's
broken
hilarious.
man, repeatedly asking to be taken home to his family. But Gottlieb had other plans. Instead of letting Olson return home to Maryland, the CIA arranged him to see Dr. Harold Abramson, a psychiatrist in New York who was secretly on the CIA payroll. All the puzzle pieces are puzzle piecing. I didn't even need you to tell me. I already knew that y'all were f***ing with him. You kidding me? So Olson would be taken to the city by Supervisor Vincent Ruitt and Robert Lashbrook, and they would take him there for medical help, but really just for damage control.
Hey Maria, if you can hear me, stand where Meows Mix and Pink are. Stand there. There you go. Okay, yeah, we just gotta wait for the shade to pass away. And then the KBD will keep aggroing on me. There we go. Mrs. Paper Hat whacked. Oh my god. What's up, birthday girl? Not much. Just, you know, slaying KBD with the party hat on. It would be so much fun if we lost the party hat. That would be so lit. I disagree, honestly. I don't know. Easy come, easy go. Hey, I think I'll just hold on to this party hat for the next few months. I'll just keep it in my bank, you know. Oh, it's Silverheart. Hi. Wait, yeah, we did talk about a bunch of paranormal stuff. That's so cool. I like your YouTube name. It's great to see you in here. Do you want to come to the KBD mass with us? You have a pretty good range level. There's quite a bit of people here. Oh my god. More people showed up than I thought, to be honest. It's so sweet. Cute Silver's name. Yeah, we love a paranormal baddie, to be honest. Fucking based. You're out of pots. Strength pots. Oh, thank you, man. Dragamones. You gotta go quick. Just the pot? Oh, okay. Swordfish, yeah, I'll take that. Pink. You're good at dying to KBD, aw. You don't have to come if you don't want to, it's okay if you just want to watch for a bit. Imagine not ringing that bell and leaving a comment. Real. Fucking real. Oh my god, Pink. Holy shit. Oh, we got a creepy old man harassing Maria. Great. I died at KBD like 5 minutes ago. It's true. It's true. You can rewind the VOD.
Control. No quotes, just damage control.
Okay, back to the GTA 5 radio station background noise.
Because the agency needed to know how much Olsen might reveal about their programs, and whether he could be trusted to keep quiet. So on the night of November 27th, 1953, Olsen was staying in the room 1018A of the Statler Hotel in Manhattan, sharing the space with Lashbrook. And at approximately 2:30 a.m. on November 28th, a thunderous crash shattered the silence, because Frank Olsen had gone through the closed window of the 13th floor, plummeting 170 feet to the sidewalk below. And when police...
Silo, top Tony Hawk's Pro Skater fun facts, let's go. Did you know that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater actually uses real-life physics algorithms to determine the trajectory of the skateboarding tricks? Isn't that insane? That's why it's so realistic.
arrived, they found Lashbrook sitting calmly on the toilet, just taking a passive shit. Piece of shit. But he was fully dressed. He wasn't actually taking a shit, but he is a piece of shit. But his first call wasn't to the emergency services, nay. It was to his CIA contacts. Shocking news. Breaking news. Just kidding, it's fully expected. So the official story was simple. Frank Olsen, suffering from a psychotic break caused by LSD, had committed sewer slide by jumping...
You sewer slide. I'm so done. You like that fun fact? I don't know if that was true. No, that's 100% true. Like, that's why the physics in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is just so realistic. It's too good. Rip your party hat? That was your birthday present? Well, good thing I still have it then. Yeah. There's no video evidence otherwise of the party hat still existing. I was just kidding about giving it to you. I don't believe you now. How could I ever believe you again? You lie and lie and lie. You just lie. All you do is eat hot chip and lie.
Window. Case closed. And the family was just told that their husband
No
had
take
suffered a
backsies.
fatal nervous breakdown, but the details never added up. And the hotel night manager, Armand Pastor, who reached Olsen first, later recalled, quote-unquote,
"In all my years in the hotel business, I never encountered a case where someone got up in the middle of the night, ran across the room
You have
in
other
his
presents
underwear,
instead?
two beds,
Give me
and
those
closed to a
too.
closed window with the shade and curtain drawn."
I think you're onto something, Armand. And physics. We're all wrong, because the trajectory was completely wrong. Essentially, everything about the scene suggested
Is he in
not
the right
sewer
spot right
slide,
now?
but something
Yeah, I
far
think he
more
is.
sinister. So in 1994, more than 40 years after their father's death, Eric Olsen had his father's body exhumed for a second autopsy. Absolutely. Nice, Eric. And the results would be devastating to the official
jeez.
narrative, because the forensic examination...
You can say it's on your bank still, making you indirect rich. Why are you mean to me, Luna? I'm gonna give it right back, don't you worry.
revealed evidence of blunt force trauma to the head, injuries consistent with
You're just fun to tease, of course.
struck before the fall. Again, we already knew this, but at least their son's actually finding out. Because mind you, at this time, people actually trusted the government, which is crazy. But you know, they did. So who was to think that their own government, the people that hired on this guy's father would kill the father, you know? But now we know. And on top of the
I
blunt force
didn't hit
trauma,
shit. I am not hitting anything on this fucking guy. Oh my gosh. Tanner, take this hat. Can I see your D? Should I give it to Montana real quick? Tanner seems trustworthy. Yeah, there we go. Yes. I have no Alf runes, unfortunately. Most worn party hat? Absolutely. I mean, it's touched like 8, 10 people's heads by now. We're passing it around.
Cuts on the body from broken glass, suggesting he was unconscious when he went through the window. And the New York district attorney quietly changed the classification of Frank Olson's death from slew or slide to unknown. And Eric Olson's investigation uncovered the chilling truth. His father hadn't just witnessed CIA atrocities. He had been planning to quit and potentially expose them. And in the paranoid world of the 1950s intelligence, that made him a security threat to the highest order. Because
She
although
does
they
look
didn't trust
very
the government,
cute.
they were
She looks
freaking out
very
about the Cold
cute.
War. There's all these things happening. They were like,
Foil.
what the hell is going on? You know? So that trust was beginning to fade, and this was a nail in the coffin. And the LSD hadn't been an experiment. It had been an interrogation drug, designed to assess what Olson might reveal and how much he could be trusted.
You want a
So when the assessment
screenshot
came
of
back
Tanner
negative,
hitting the
Frank
dragon with
Olson
it?
had to be silenced permanently.
Shit. Well, you could look back on the stream VOD, but I'll give it to her again. Here. I want a D med on my head. I'm gonna go give Lux some love. We're just like playing hot potato with this party hat. Wait, take screening. Got it. Yes.
Case was beginning to crack. But 6 months before Frank Olson's suspicious death, another man became a casualty in the CIA's chemical weapons program. And that person was Harold Blauer. He was 42 years old and a professional tennis player and a father who had entered the New York State Psychiatric Institute in December of 1952 for treatment of depression following his divorce. But what Blauer didn't know is that his doctors had been recruited by the Army Chemical Corps as part of a classified program to test synthetic mescaline derivative. And in December of 1952 and January of 1953, Blauer was injected 5 times with increasing doses of the experimental compound. And the final injection was administered on January 8, 1953. And it contained a dose so massive it would have killed most laboratory animals. And within 2 hours, Blauer was in convulsions. Within 3 hours, unfortunately, he was dead. But the official
Thank you,
cause of death
Luna.
was listed as a heart attack. And the Army's involvement was scrubbed from all records.
King
Blauer's family was
Bad
never told that their
Dragon.
father had been used as a human guinea pig in a governmental experiment that violated every principle of medical ethics. And years later, when the truth would finally emerge, it became clear that Blauer hadn't just been a test subject. He had been a deliberate sacrifice, because the researchers knew that the dose was potentially lethal, but they administered it anyway to see what would happen. And his death would just provide them with valuable data about the toxic limits of their new chemical weapon. Just like the thoughtlessness and carelessness of human life during this time is, and in general, I mean, Lord knows this is still happening somewhere, and whether it's in our country or not, I'm gonna say 360.
We should use the party hat like a bad dragon and give it back to Luna. Oh my lord. You girls are crazy.
Something's probably going on. It's just like horrifying to think about. And then there was Linda McDonald. So in 1963, Linda McDonald was a 25-year-old mother of 5 who sought help for postpartum depression at Montreal's Allen Memorial Institute. And she trusted Ewan Cameron to help her feel better. But instead, he destroyed her life. McDonald was subjected to Cameron's full arsenal of depatterning.
It'll be a yellow party hat when I'm finished.
Like we talked about before. And for 102 days, she was kept in a drug-induced coma while receiving massive electroshock treatments. And when she finally woke up, she had no memory of her husband and no memory of her 5 children. And she lacked basic functions like using the toilet. Her husband would say she was
Like a newborn, I had to teach her everything: how to walk, how to talk, how to use a spoon. She didn't know who I was. She didn't know she had children.
So the woman who entered Cameron's Institute as a young mother.
Those iron arrows are so OP. It's gonna be sticky. This is not my comp. I need a way to save them. Go off, queen.
Emerged as a hollow shell, her personality just completely erased. And she would never fully recover her memories or her sense of self. And her children grew up with a mother who was physically present, but psychologically destroyed by their own government's experiments. And then there was Gail Kastner. And Gail was a 19-year-old McGill University student when she volunteered for what she was told were sleep experiments in 1957. But instead, she became one of Cameron's most documented victims. And for 88 days, Kastner was kept unconscious in Cameron's sleep room, subjected to massive doses of LSD, powerful electroshock treatments, and an endless repetition of those recorded messages designed to break down her entire personality. And when she would finally emerge, she had been reduced to an infantile state, unable to recognize her own family. And Kastner would later testify, quote unquote,
I lost my memory completely. I didn't know my name, where I was, where I came from. I had to be toilet trained again. I had to learn to eat again, to walk again.
And Kastner eventually recovered some of her abilities, but the damage was permanent. And she suffered from chronic anxiety, memory problems, and PTSD for the rest of her life. And in 2007, she finally received a settlement from the Canadian government, a paltry sum that could never compensate for the decades of suffering caused by the government's complicity in torture. But perhaps the most horrifying victims of MKUltra were those—
Hi, Dav. What am I listening to? I'm listening to a video by Call Me Chris, and it's called They Experimented on Humans, Even Children, The Horrors of MKUltra. It was posted about a month ago on her channel. Call Me Chris. That's her channel here.
too young to understand what was happening to them at all. So at various institutions across North America, children as young as 6 years old were subjected to experimental drugs, electroshock therapy, and psychological torture. At one facility, researchers tested how long children could withstand sensory deprivation before suffering a complete psychological breakdown. And at another, children were given massive doses of LSD and then subjected to stroboscopic lights designed to trigger seizures. And some children were kept in drug-induced comas for months while recorded messages played endlessly in their ears. And most of these children were from marginalized families, indigenous communities, poor immigrant families, or children in state care who had no advocates to protect them. Just, again, like, it's just heartbreaking to think that, like, just a little kid is being subjected to this torture, just not knowing anything that's going on. But they were chosen precisely because they were vulnerable, because no one would ask questions if they emerged from treatment changed or damaged. And the long-term effects were catastrophic for these children, as many of these children grew up with severe mental illness, unable to form normal relationships with anyone or function in society at all. And some even took their own lives. And others spent their lives in and out of psychiatric institutions, never understanding why their minds had been shattered in their childhood. But for every documented victim, Frank Olson, Linda McDonald, there were dozens of others whose names we'll never know. Patients who entered the hospitals for minor problems and emerged as shells of their former selves. The deliberate destruction of MKUltra records means we'll never know the extent of this carnage. And conservative estimates suggest thousands of people were directly harmed by the program, with tens of thousands more affected indirectly through family members and relationships just destroyed by these experiments. But what we do know is that behind every statistic is a human being, a person with hopes and dreams, families, and futures that were callously destroyed by their own government in pursuit of an ultimate weapon. That was never found, by the way, not that that would have mattered, but it was all futile. So by 1963, even Sidney Gottlieb was beginning to realize that this grand experiment in human consciousness had become a spectacular failure. Because after a decade of torture disguised as research, tens of millions of dollars spent, and countless lives destroyed, the CIA had produced exactly what any rational person could have predicted from the very beginning. And that is that they came up with a lot of broken people and zero usable mind control techniques. But admitting failure wasn't in the CIA's nature, nay. So instead of shutting down MKUltra completely, they simply changed the name and kept the nightmare going. So when MKUltra officially ended in 1963, it was immediately replaced by MK Search. Great name change. A program that continued the same experiments with slightly less ambitious goals. Because if they couldn't create the perfect mind control, perhaps they could at least develop better interrogation drugs and psychological warfare techniques. So this transition was seamless because fundamentally nothing had changed. because the same researchers continued their work at the same institutions funded by the same shadowy budget lines. The only difference was that somebody in Washington had decided the original program was getting too much internal attention. And John Vance, a member of the CIA's Inspector General staff, had discovered MK Ultra's surreptitious administration to unwitting non-voluntary human subjects and forced its official termination. Wow. Thanks, John. But Vance's investigations had focused on the specific programs and procedures of MKUltra, not the underlying research infrastructure that supported it. So the work would just continue anyways. And prisoners were still dosed with experimental chemicals, and psychiatric patients still disappeared into month-long drug-induced comas, and children still emerged from government facilities with their personalities fundamentally altered. The only thing that changed was the paperwork, basically. So by the mid-1960s, cracks were beginning to show in the CIA's confidence about their mind control programs. And part of this was practical, because after more than a decade of experimentation, they had precious little to show for their investment. But part of it was moral, because a new generation of CIA officers was entering the agency, which were men and women who had come from the age during the civil rights movement and were less willing to accept the casual brutality that characterized the previous generation's approach.
I am not bringing this party hat into the wilderness. I am not. I do not have mental problems, so I'm leaving it in the I'm leaving it in the fucking bank. I'm not gonna risk it. There's no There's no way I'm doing that. There's no way I'm doing that. Oh my lord. That's the type of antics that Luna gets up to. She risks a party hat in the wilderness to get to the KBD lair. Oh my god. Just one PKer and it's all over. It's all over. Why I just realized they brought that all the way there through the wild? Yes. Yeah, she did. She brought it all the way to the KBD. She did that like 2 or 3 times, by the way, too. So at least she had her private off when she was doing it, but still. I would never do that. There's just no way. I don't even want to bring my Wizzy boots in the wilderness. I cannot do that. I don't have the heart for it. I'd have a heart attack if I seen somebody out there. Okay, so range is like the only way I can actually get kills at KBD, because range is fucking broken OP. I'm just gonna drop my darts. I don't need these. Shit, I'm getting too old, Silver. I'm getting too old to deal with all these shenanigans. Holy moly, what the fuck? Party hats in the wilderness? Oh my god. At least I got some screenies of me being at KBD with the party hat. Okay, I think this is really all I need. It gets worse. Oh my god. My chest. My chest. Oh jeez. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'll bring more sharks. I need a knife. I don't know if this is just like a placebo or something, but I feel like every time I bring an actual knife to slash the webs, I slash it in like 1 or 2 tries. But if I bring a D-Long or a DDS, it takes like 15 tries to slash the web. It's so painful. I don't know if I'm just tripping, but I was the last one in there, so I logged out. Do you not have tellies? Oh my god, you poor thing. Going with the cracker too? No way. No way. It's 50-50 with the knife, really? So, Tanner, is it different with just like weapons? Like if you have a simi or something? Is it a different rate? Because I'm curious how I spotted that. Like how I caught wind of it just being like 50%. Because I said 1 and 2 times, right? So that's crazy. Oh my god. So I'm assuming then it's like different rates for every item then, huh? Who's here? Fuzzy? Is Tebow here? Oh no, Tebow didn't come with us. Fuzzy. Will be lever is us up here in a little shack. I'm gonna take my meds here in a minute, so before we go, let's just take 5. 1 in 5 if Wep has slash bonus. Really? No wonder. That's so interesting. I never do that. That is wild. Thanks for letting me know. That's very surprising to me. Like, I'm not surprised, but I'm also kind of surprised. You would think a D-Long would, like, have a better chance at cutting through a web than a little tiny kitchen knife, but, you know. Jagex doing Jagex things. Alrighty.
To intelligence work. So they weren't pieces of shit,
Okay,
basically.
guys.
So these agents began asking
We will be
uncomfortable
back
questions
in
about
a
what
few
their
minutes.
colleagues were doing in the name of national security. And the questions just became harder and harder to ignore as the scope of the experiments became more widely known within the agency. And stories circulated about researchers who had lost all sense of ethical boundaries, treating human beings like laboratory rats in increasingly bizarre experiments. And word would start to spread about Dr. Ewan Cameron's latest innovations in psychological torture, about prisoners who emerged from medical treatment as vegetative shells, and about children who disappeared into government facilities and emerged fundamentally changed altogether. So even within the paranoid culture of the 1960s intelligence work, MKUltra and its successors were beginning to seem excessive and mad unnecessary. So outside the CIA's closed world, America was undergoing a profound moral transformation that would make programs like MKUltra impossible to sustain, because the civil rights movement had forced the country to confront its treatment of African Americans. And the Vietnam War was raising uncomfortable questions about American power and its abuse. So a generation of young Americans was beginning to question authority in ways that would be completely unthinkable, especially in the 1950s. And the counterculture movement, ironically fueled in part by the very LSD that the CIA had hoped to weaponize, was teaching Americans to distrust government claims about national security. So when officials insisted certain actions were necessary to protect their country, more people were beginning to ask, necessary for whom and at what cost? So the change was generational and fundamental. And the men who had created MKUltra were products of World War II, accustomed to thinking in terms of total war, where any action could be justified by the magnitude of the threat. Just go, 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 nobody cares, nobody gives a shit, who dies, whatever, let's just go, let's just be better. It's a big measuring competition. But the generation coming of age in the 1960s had grown up during the Cold War, and they were less convinced that the threat from communism justified abandoning American values entirely. And this shift in public consciousness would prove fatal to secret government programs, and secret government programs that primarily depended on public ignorance. So the break-in at the Watergate complex on June 17, 1972 seems unrelated to CIA mind control experiments, but its impact on programs like MKUltra was devastating. Because Watergate didn't just bring down a president, it shattered America's faith in government secrecy. And for the first time since World War II, significant numbers of Americans began to question whether their government was telling them the truth about anything. It's so funny to think about us just being like, we can't trust them? We can't trust the really rich people that control everything in the world, that they're not doing stuff that they're supposed to be doing? Gosh, we were so blissfully ignorant back then, and now we know. We know you're pieces of shit. Anyway, so if the President of the United States could be involved in criminal conspiracies, what else might be happening in the shadows of Washington? And the Watergate investigations created a new template for aggressive journalism and congressional oversight. And reporters who had once accepted government claims at face value began digging deeper, doing, real journalism, which we still lack today. But they would file the Freedom of Information Act requests, cultivating sources within the intelligence community. And congressional committees that had previously provided only token oversight of intelligence activities began demanding real answers to hard questions. because this new environment of skepticism and investigation was toxic to programs like MKUltra. Boo who. Programs which depended entirely on secrecy for their survival. So as the political winds shifted against the intelligence community, CIA Director Richard Helms found himself in an impossible position because he had spent his career building and protecting the agency's most sensitive programs. But now those same programs were becoming liabilities that threatened the CIA's very existence. And Helms was a company man through and through, a veteran intelligence officer who believed that the CIA's work was essential to American security, regardless of how distasteful that work might be to squeamish civilians. But he was also a realist who understood that the times were changing. Great. Only took you, years. So in 1973, facing retirement and increasing scrutiny of CIA activities, Helms made the decision that would haunt researchers and investigators for decades to come. And he would order the destruction of virtually all MKUltra's records. And the purge was systemic and thorough. Filing cabinets were emptied, documents were shredded, research files accumulated over 2 decades of human experimentation simply disappeared. And Helms justified the destruction as routine administrative action. But everyone involved understood its real purpose, and that was to eliminate evidence of crimes that could destroy the agency and imprison its leaderships. Consequences for your actions. Holding people accountable for the horrible criminal shit that they did, basically. They're just like, no, never mind, it's shredded. We didn't do anything. What, me? No, not me. I would never. That was the CIA. But the destruction order was carried out with military precision, and teams of CIA personnel worked around the clock to ensure that no trace remained of the programs that had defined the agency's approach to behavioral research. And when they were finished, almost nothing was left. No experimental protocols, no subject lists, no research findings, no records of payments to universities and researchers. It was one of the most comprehensive cover-ups in American history. So Helms' purge was remarkably effective, but it wasn't perfect. And in the chaos of all of the destruction, approximately 20,000 documents escaped elimination. And not because anyone intended to preserve them, but because they had been misfiled in financial records, which is kind of hilarious. But these surviving documents would eventually become the foundation of all subsequent investigations into MKUltra. And without them, the program would have remained completely hidden, its existence known only to the participants and their victims. So the survival of these documents was a pure accident, and I think it was divine intervention. So they were stored in the Financial Records Building separate from the main CIA archives, filed under budget codes that didn't immediately identify them as related to behavioral research. So when the destruction order came down, the teams responsible for purging MKUltra's files simply overlooked this cache. And it was a mistake that would eventually expose one of the darkest chapters in American intelligence history. So as MKUltra wound down in the early 1970s, Sidney Gottlieb, Satan, the man who had spent 2 decades trying to unlock the secrets of the human consciousness, offered a brutally honest assessment of his life's work. And in his final reports to CIA leadership, he dismissed the entire MKUltra program as useless. Not that you want them to be useful, but the fact that it just all could have been avoided if they were just not horrible human beings is just it's a crazy thought to think about, but I digress. So after 20 years of millions of dollars and thousands of human subjects, Gottlieb had reached the conclusion that mind control was simply not possible. Thanks, Einstein! Because human consciousness was too complex, too resilient, too fundamentally unpredictable to be reliably manipulated through drugs or psychological techniques. And it was an admission that came far too late for the victims who had suffered through these experiments. But it was at least honest, I guess. I'm not giving you that, though. So the great mind control program had been a failure from the beginning. sustained not by scientific results, but by institutional momentum and the desperate hope that the next experiment might finally produce a breakthrough that had eluded all the previous ones. So on July 10th, 1972, Gottlieb officially terminated MK Search, the last remnant of the program he had begun nearly 20 years earlier. The CIA's systemic exploration of human consciousness was over, leaving behind only trauma, destroyed lives, and a massive cover-up that was designed to ensure that American people would have never learned what had been done in their own name. So by 1973, the mind control experiments had been shut down, and their records destroyed. And the researchers had been transferred to other projects or retired entirely. But the victims had been left to deal with their trauma in silence, most of them still unaware that their suffering had been deliberately inflicted by their own government. So to outside observers, nothing had happened. And the psychiatric hospitals returned to normal
Howdy,
operations.
howdy.
And the university researchers...
I had an ouchie. I had to put a band-aid on my ouchie. You love that kind of pixel art? That's my art right there. I got tons of that shit. Yeah, it's high resolution pixel art. It's 1-to-1, so I had to stretch it for this, but it looks really crispy if you're looking at the raw file on a monitor. Alrighty, I hope everybody's still online, shit.
Studies, and the CIA continued its work with no apparent interruption. But beneath the surface, America was changing in ways that would make the secrets of MK Ultra impossible to keep forever. So the storm was coming, and when it hit, the carefully constructed walls of secrecy around programs like MK Ultra would crumble like paper in a hurricane. The only question was whether anyone would be left.
You'll be back in 10? Okay, Pink. We go. We go. I would love to see you draw some RuneScape related art. I used to draw my own signatures back in the forum days. I actually do have a RuneScape related piece. I drew the wise old man as a sexy anime girl, basically. That was a long time ago though. I don't actually know if I have that piece anymore, but wait, Carly got on. Oh my gosh. You're at KBD, Tanner? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking of drawing something kind of RuneScape inspired. Like, a lot of my art is actually RuneScape inspired, based off of these like little icons and the skill icons, and you know, this is the type of shit that inspired me to do pixel art in the first place, like the spell icons and stuff like that. It's so wicked cool. Carly logs in when I log out, yeah. You should totally draw your character in game. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I should do something like that. Pixel art is so sexy. It's basically what I do. Like that's the art that I make is pixel art. I do high res art as well that isn't pixel art, like smooth lines and stuff. I've been getting more into trying to do that, but yeah, for the most part, I'm a pixel artist. And I have a huge catalog of pixel art.
Alive to tell the full story when the truth finally emerged. So when Seymour Hersh's explosive expose hit the New York Times on December 22nd, 1974, most readers focused on the headline, which was revelations about illegal CIA domestic surveillance. But buried within that
I love old games like Monkey Island style pixel art, really. I don't know what you're referring to. Let me look it up real quick. Oh yeah. Well, one thing that I do with my art that's unique, I guess, is that a lot of pixel artists, they basically like they stretch out their work, right? They draw on like a really small canvas, like 100 by 100 or 200 by 200 pixels, and then they will stretch it to post it on social media. I don't stretch my pixel art, so it's one to one. Like one pixel that I draw is one pixel on the screen. So that increases the workload by like 1,000 times, pretty much. But I think it's worth it for the effects, and at the resolution that I draw, I can do like smooth shading. I can do smooth shading and smooth lighting and stuff. So it doesn't look like cell shaded lighting or choppy lighting. I can do pixel art style and blend it. It's like a hybrid style where um, I do realistic lighting and shading with the pixel art style, and I don't like to stretch it. Exactly, exactly, Tanner. Oh, thank you, URL. I'm glad to see you in here. I'm glad to see so many people like online today. I didn't expect anybody to even be online. Happy Cake Day, girl. Can't help myself but congratulating you again. Yeah, on a Tuesday, exactly. I'm like, yo, most of the time my birthdays are on like Friday or a Saturday, but yeah, Tuesday. I haven't seen URL in so long. I just talked to URL the other day. I've been meaning to talk to URL more because they just seem so sweet. They seem just like a really good person, so I want to get to know URL quite a bit more. Oh, I didn't bring an anti-shield. That's a mistake. Here, guys, I'll lure it. What the hell? Hey, don't run out. Just get behind the barrier. Okay, this is perfect. Alrighty, I'm inaccurate? What the fuck? No way. Give me the rune arrows. Magic long spec. Yo, what? The KBD fire looks so crazy. It looks like somebody's like casting like an old school shadow barrage or some shit.
Shell article was a single paragraph that would prove even more devastating. The agency had conducted illegal experiments on American citizens, and at
What the
least
hecky?
one person.
What the fucky? Carly, if you're watching, look back at the flower planting segment. True. I have a gift for you as well. Crazy I didn't get credit even though I did like 50 damage when you guys were... Oh yeah. I just gotta hope that the anti-fire pot just carries me for the whole trip. I did 29 DMA spec, and also you're up against my 90 attack. Jesus, man. You got 90 attack, bro? Oh, shit.
Had died as a result.
But yeah, Matt, if you want to see some more of my art, if you want, you can add me on Discord, and I'll send you some of my files and stuff. I have quite the catalog, or quite the portfolio of stuff. I could always use more pixel art appreciators. Yeah, a lot of my art is not safe for work, but I have some safe for work stuff. A lot of it's just like artistic nudity more so than like super sexualized content. But yeah, I definitely have some safe for work stuff, like the one in the AFK, like this one, the AFK screen. I'd watch a pixel art stream. I'm planning on doing it. Absolutely. I'm planning on just doing art streams in general. I don't know if I should do it on this channel or just make a new channel for it, you know? That looks so good. Thank you. You'll check my art? Really? Orpheus. Yeah, Orpheus. Just PM me in game. Turn my private off. Just PM me in game and I'll send you my Discord username. Oh, I got the loot that time. No way, Addy plate body. What the fuck? What the fucking hell, boy? I want another D-med so bad. Orpheus is an account for music. It's me. Oh, Maria! Oh my god, I had no idea that was you, girl. Yeah, I'll send you some stuff, Maria. Oh my god, I can't wait for Carly to get here. Like, I've been waiting all night for Carly to get on. Holy shit.
So for the Olsen family, who had lived for over 20 years believing Frank was a sewer slide, it was a thunderbolt revelation. So President Ford's response to this article was swift. And it was to create a commission led by Vice President Nelson Rockefeller to investigate the allegations. And the commission was designed as controlled demolition.
Ouch.
To reveal just enough truth to satisfy the public curiosity without fundamentally damaging the intelligence community. It was a dance that they were trying to do. They're like, okay, let's give them a little bit of information, but also let's not give them all the information. Otherwise, they're going to be really mad if the CIA stays, you know, because we're torturing people, you know? So in June of 1975, the Rockefeller's Commission report contained the clinical paragraph.
Yeah, so the thing about Magic Long, I didn't hit a 0 for a super long time, but I did end up hitting a 0. So I think it's that rare hit where, like, you're technically hitting, like, you're not missing. So you technically roll a hit, but you just roll a 0 instead of a hit. But it bypasses all defense, which is why I bring it. Happy birthday. Thank you, Ugir. Ugir. I still don't know how to pronounce your name. But thank you. I appreciate it. I got another loot. Let's go. Oh, I picked up someone's smith arrows. Yeah, you get enough people with magic longbows, you can KO anybody. Well, that was my original idea. My original idea is that everybody massing tonight could bring a magic long, and then every kill we just spec it all at once to like half KBD's HP. Yeah, obviously we have some meleeers in chat, so. But I feel like I've never seen anybody use it in PvP. Like, imagine a clan of people just uses a magic long on a dude trying to tank test in multi, like, in max gear. You would just insta-kill him. Yeah, you would just insta-kill him if 25 people shoot you with it. 25BH has a video where we did it? Really? Carly. Thank you, girl.
That changed everything, and that was
As part of a program to test the influence of drugs on humans, research included the administration of LSD to persons who were unaware they were being tested. This was clearly illegal. One person died in 1953, apparently as a result.
And within days, the Olsen family had identified Frank as the unnamed victim. And the story exploded across
Wait, oh my
social
God.
media. And on July 21st, 1975, the family found themselves in the Oval Office receiving a personal apology from President Ford and CIA Director William Colby. As if that's gonna take the pain away. But it was an extraordinary moment that was broadcast on national television. Of course, because you couldn't just do it in the privacy. You had to make sure everyone knew that you guys are good guys. And you're not doing that anymore. Let's say sorry, and that'll make everything better.
This is so epic. I know, right, Carly? Like, this just rocks. This actually rocks. It's so cool. I feel like when I was a kid, this is the shit that I dreamed about doing in RuneScape. Give me extra sharks instead of eating them for 0 HP. I dropped them this time and buried a bone. Wait, did I eat them? Or did I?
But it was an unprecedented moment in American history. A sitting president apologizing to a family for their government role in killing their loved one. But the apology just raised more questions than it answered, thankfully. Because if Frank Olsen's death had been an accident caused by an LSD experiment, why had the family been lied to for over 20 years?
Yeah, my username on Battlefield 4 is still LSD experiments from a long time ago. From fucking 2015 or some shit. Something crazy. Did someone pull black or white flowers? Carly. You don't know. You gotta watch the beginning of the stream when I did the flower planting. That's your gift, actually. I just did a 21 with the magic long spec. Did I? There's no way. There's no way I just said that. Wait, I did get the kill though. I bet I hit that 21. That's crazy. Crazy Shiloh dropped food on the floor and picked it up and ate it. I need air runes. What's up with the air runes? 100? Oh, I'm taking that shit. Give me that. Should I bury bones? I don't want to really bury bones. But I could, you know, I'll just do it. The floor has germs. She's not wearing the party hat. Luna, I'm not psychotic. It's in my bank. I'm not taking it into the wild. coward. I get nothing for doing it. I already got the screenshots. I already got the clips. I already got the screenshots. There's nothing to be gained from risking it. Especially when I get dropped by a level 60 pure. Oh my god, there's no way. I think he's too far south here. I want to see if he'll aggro up on me. After this trip, I can do a little private drop party for everyone at Sears. That sounds so cute. Oh my god, URL, that's a great idea. Anti-poison. I got food if you need. I didn't bring one. I didn't bring an anti-shield either, or an anti-poison. We learn as we go. Oh, Luna said hi, URL. You shouldn't be luring the bad dragon. No, Meows Mix. Come back, Meow. You guys are crazy. Why are you on? It's about to spawn, I swear down. It's about to spawn. Y'all are risking your lives.
Because they didn't know it was a murder at this point. They just said, you know, he's in the CIA and we gave him LSD at this house party.
Luna is just so crazy. I can't right now.
So they still think all that. But it would raise the question of what other experiments had the CIA conducted?
Oh my god.
And how many families were still living with
If she tamed it, no way. Do noted items at the party room drop the whole quantity at once. Oh. Interesting. Pink URL is organizing a drop party. It's gonna be so cool. Yeah, so after this trip, we go to the party room.
Offered a $750,000 settlement in exchange for comprehensive release, absolving them of further liability. Just buying their way out, like usual. And the Olsons did accept, but it was just another layer in the ongoing cover-up. And how would they know better? So while the Rockefeller Commission provided limited glimpses into the CIA wrongdoing, Senator Frank Church's committee conducted the deep investigation Americans actually needed. And they were approved by the Senate 82-4 in January of 1975. And the Church Committee was authorized to dig as deeply as necessary. Get that shovel out. And Senator Frank Church of Idaho was an unlikely choice to lead the most important congressional investigation since the Army McCarthy hearings. Because he was just soft-spoken with a professional manner, and Church just seemed more suited to debating agriculture policies than confronting the nation's most powerful intelligence agencies. But appearances were deceiving. Don't read a book by its cover, nay. Because Church was a former military intelligence officer who understood how secret organizations operated.
I will trade you for birthday presents. Oh shit. You still haven't given me my birthday present, have you, Luna? Trading D-Med for white Piat, yeah, true. Carly, don't get yoinked by the genie. You gave me several presents already? Girl. So stream the toy you got me. Well, didn't you say you had in-game presents for me? I'll show. Hold on. I'll show the stim toy. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Okay, he's in the spot. He's in the spot. Very nice. Oh, I got the kill that time. Hell yeah. Okay, everybody, check this out. This is the toy that Luna got me today. It's a Pop It toy, and it's really cute. It's a stim toy, and it has a trigger on the back where you can do that, and it makes like crazy popping noises. But it's so much fun. You hold it like a game, basically, but I need batteries for it, and these light up, and it has like different challenge modes and stuff. It is so cool. Like, I'm gonna get addicted to this. It's too loud to do right now. So. I do love it, Luna. Yeah, I very much so love it. I played with it for like 3 hours straight. Tell me if it's fun. It's fun even just on its own, like because you can reset it really easily. That makes it even more satisfying. And you can like do it really fast. But I'm gonna get AAA batteries as soon as I can. Um, to see what the challenge modes and the music mode or whatever is all about. You need AAA batteries for it. But yeah, I think it's gonna be super super fun. Super fun. It already is super fun. Like even if you run out of batteries, it's fucking bomb. Yeah, I didn't even know it lit up. Like I opened it, I'm just like, oh, this is wicked cool, and I had no idea it needed batteries or had like different modes and lit up and all that. It has a speaker on the bottom. Shiloh, I'll get one and we will video call, just play those and not talk. Well, the funny thing is it actually has a multiplayer mode. So if you have a device, there's all these different kinds that you can get. Like there's all these different little heads that you can get. I got the axolotl one, which is just super cute. But there's like a little hamster and some bunny and all these cute ones. But apparently you can like sync it up with your friend who has a device as well and do like the same level at the same time or something like that. It just sounds really cool. The axolotl one is the cutest. It is so cute. I'm dead. It is deadly cute. I love that thing. 1v1 me and Poppy Stimtoy, literally. So real. Prune takes a random slot and a random amount. Real, I think it's random amounts from when I've tested it. Every time balloon gets popped. Okay, I see. Nice flower luck. Are you watching it, Carly? Oh my god. That made my mood. Like that lifted my mood so much. Getting lucky like that today. Because I've wanted black flowers for a long time. But I got one for anybody who wants one. Pretty much. Any of my besties. Oh, she gave hers away. Yeah, Carly, I'm gonna give you some black flowers. It's gonna be adorable.
That no agency should operate
I will not relinquish rank of bestie. You already got your flowers, Pink.
beyond the reach of democratic oversight. So over 16 months, they conducted 100
Yo, 16 with the magical long here.
subcommittee hearings and
No
employed
way I just hit a 23. That 7 had to be mine.
And they would
There's no
interview
way.
800 witnesses. And they demanded documents from agencies that had never been subject to serious congressional oversight. And they subpoenaed officials who had spent their careers operating
I
in
just
complete
wanted to
secrecy.
scam some
They were
black
shedding some
flowers.
light
Luna,
on the
if you don't have black flowers, I'll give you some black flowers. I'll just give them to you. You don't gotta scam me. She's always scheming. No way. No way. Oh. You're lying, Carly. You're lying. I'm so done. Oh my god. A blue D-Med. Spoiled by a puppy? Absolutely, I got spoiled by a puppy. She gave me 2 huge fucking bags of gummy bears. The good ones, too, like, these are so good. The Black Forest ones, oh my fucking god, they're delicious. I love those things. And then also, these are really good, too, these little chocolate koalas. I was actually pleasantly surprised by how much I like those. Because the chocolate's just really good. And you got me a new GPU, yeah. Yeah, she got me 2 RAM sticks, which is just so wicked cool. That'll help me out a lot, because I'm trying to upgrade my PC, and Pink and Luna are helping me. Pink is gonna send me the RAM, and Luna sent me the GPU. That's right.
snakes in the holes, basically, for layman's terms. And the investigation faced enormous resistance from the intelligence community, obviously.
Yo,
CIA
Pink did not get the sarcasm. Pink, that went over your head, girl. That's so cute. Oh my god. Yeah, Luna got me 2 DDR4, like, she got me 16 gigs of RAM, basically. 2 GPUs. That's just so funny. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Director William Colby was forced to testify under oath about programs he had hoped would be buried forever.
Moo. Yo, Moo gave me a birthday present too. He gave me 3,000 steel knives, which is just so sweet. Like, I'll actually get use out of those too. I'll be using those to train my range on hellhounds and shit. So we get this man an anti-pot. I'm playing on a MacBook from 2018. I'm playing on someone else's $4,000 computer with a fucked up monitor. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I spec big with the MSB spec. I got 8 XP. That's great. Amazing.
And military officials were dragged before television cameras to explain biological weapon programs that violated international law. And researchers who
Uh-oh.
spent
Moo
decades
you gotta be in the safe spot. I'm sorry, I didn't explain it to you. I'm just waiting for the KBD to hopefully target me. Because it just retargets, it doesn't actually move. Yeah, the only way to fix it is for everybody to stop attacking it, and then somebody north, for it to aggro somebody north and, like, walk over to it. But yeah, it's just quicker to just kill it with how many people we got.
experiments in secret suddenly forced to justify their actions in public hearings.
Hey,
Just hilarious.
20 nats,
Bullies
let's
are
go.
finally being held accountable. And the
That's so
breakthrough
cool.
would
I
come
keep forgetting shit. I forgot my anti-shield. I forgot an anti-poison. I forgot alk runes. So this is nice being able to alk my anti-play buddies. I've got the RNG tonight. I know, right? Yeah, I got pretty lucky. You can fix it by being its target and moving behind the pillar back into the safe spot. Really? Yeah, I didn't know that either. Ahem. Genie, genie, genie. Oh, Maria. Thank you. I appreciate you all. A masturbator. Oh my god. That got me. Fire runes. 100 fire runes too. That ain't bad. I don't need them though, so I'm dropping them. Okay, lamp. Do I have anything good to put this on right now? Lately I've just been putting it on rune crafting or herb, so I think I'll just do herb. Imagine getting swarmed by bugs.
a national television hearing in September to October 1975, where Americans received a shocking education in what their government had been doing in their name. And the star witness was CIA Director William Colby, who found himself defending programs that were clearly indefensible.
Have you brought with you some of those devices which would have enabled the CIA to use this poison for, we have indeed, for killing people?
And under aggressive questioning, Colby was forced to admit that the CIA had conducted extensive mind control experiments, that many subjects had been unwitting participants,
Luna,
and that the
get
agency
out of
has
the
systemically
road.
violated American laws and constitutional principles. And the most dramatic moment came when committee staff wheeled out actual CIA poison dart guns and exotic toxins that were supposed to have been destroyed under international agreements. Just embarrassing. It's hilariously horrible to us, obviously. But in a scene that could have been in a scripted movie, the display demonstrated the extent to which the intelligence community had been willing to develop weapons that violated every principle of civilized warfare. And for Americans accustomed to thinking of their governments as good guys, okay, in the Cold War especially, the hearings were just a devastating revelation of how far their leaders had been willing to go
there we
in the
go.
pursuit of victory. So the investigation might have remained limited to survivor testimony, but in 1977, journalist John Marks Freedom...
It's not my birthday anymore, everybody log. Oh shit. Oh no. Everybody goes back to hating me. Shit. I start getting hate comments in my fucking chat.
Information Act uncovered the treasure trove Richard Helms thought he had destroyed. Oh no. Which was 20,000 MK Ultra documents accidentally preserved in those financial records. And these documents were a gold mine of
I
evidence.
think I just got like 3 runes drops in a row, like 2 air runes drops, blood runes. Pretty dookie. I want some alcohols. Come on now. Give me that D-med. Dude, Luna is literally like a dog that refuses to listen to commands. I swear to God. And both things can be true at the same time, Luna. Let's get Luna on a Wi-Fi controlled shot collar. Oh my God. Okay, nobody move. Nobody fucking move. Yes, Luna, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I'll just shock you, like, for fun, you know. Dude, I just watched a My Cat from Hell episode today where they gave their cat a shock collar. They put prison wire up over the fence, like prison spikes, and they never cleaned the litter box. Like the litter box, oh my God, it was fucking horrible. D-Med, I don't believe you. Yeah, I don't believe you. What the heck? I know, right, Tanner? I love My Cat from Hell. I think that's a great show. But yeah, it's more like humans from hell that own cats, for sure. Corny from hell. Corny is such a sweet boy. Where is he? He's actually just getting cuddlier and cuddlier. Oh, let me show you. Yeah, I got a D large. That's right. Estrogen made it D small. No, it made my balls small. It made my balls tiny. Look at this guy. Look at how sweet he is. Everybody look at Corny. How adorable he is. It's a corny stream, corny stream. Oh, also, Corny has some nuts on him. Yeah, he's big. Hold on. Let me show you. He is a long cat. Look how long this cat is. He's such a good boy. You know, he can get a little rowdy. He can get a little excited. He can get a little bitey sometimes. But at the end of the day, yeah, I would kill for this cat. I would lay my life down for this cat. He is just such a, he's like, I don't know, I feel a connection with him that he's just a good boy. And he loves me too, I can tell. Yeah, he gets spoiled, by the way. He gets so spoiled. It's unbelievable. Wet food every day. What a spoiled ass cat. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Experimental
baby.
protocols,
You're so
university
pretty.
contracts, subject recruitments,
Looking up at me.
guidelines, research results, and most importantly,
You're
proof of
cutie
the systemic
pie.
nature of the program. And the papers showed that the program had been far more extensive than anyone had imagined, involving dozens of universities, hundreds of researchers, and thousands of subjects. And the document discovery led to additional Senate hearings in 1977, where survivors of the MK Ultra experiments testified publicly about their experiences for the first time. So the cumulative impact of the Church Committee hearings, the document discoveries, and the survivor testimonies was a profound national trauma that fundamentally changed how Americans viewed their government. And for the first time since the founding of the Republic, significant numbers of citizens began to question whether their democratic institutions could be trusted to respect basic human rights. And the revelations about MKUltra were particularly devastating because they violated Americans' most fundamental assumptions about their country. Because this wasn't warfare against foreign enemies. This was the government conducting medical experiments on its own citizens, including children, without consent and without any regard for any sort of consequence. So just the scope of betrayal was staggering. And most disturbingly to most people was the realization that the experiments had not been
I'm so stoned. I love that for you.
or extremist
Oh, of course that's mine.
but
Of course it
the
is.
mainstream American establishment, Ivy League universities, prestigious medical institutions, and the nation's premier intelligence agency. Just everyone you think you could trust most, basically. So when Americans demanded accountability, they discovered a system designed for plausible deniability. And orders were given verbally, documents compartmentalized, and responsibility diffused across agencies and contractors. And Sidney Gottlieb, Satan, the operational heart of MK
I don't think I got poisoned from that plant. Like, it didn't hit me. It just missed everything, so I didn't even get poisoned. Oh, how awesome is that? I kind of wish that I had something to drink on right now, like, just, I don't know, something, a seltzer or something would be nice. But maybe we can get something tomorrow. We're going out to eat tomorrow at a Japanese restaurant, which I cannot wait for. Thank you, Pink. I did huff a little weed fumes today, but it was only a little bit.
Had retired safely to California by 1973, pursuing a second career as a folk dancer and speech therapist. I have no words. And the transformation was so complete, it seemed almost designed to mock his victims.
Might be too late, Luna. Yeah, it's too late tonight, for sure. It's 1 a.m. I can't even open the front door, you know. Like, Suzu's dad sleeps right by the front door, so I don't want to ruin his sleep, you know, grabbing a pizza, but it's okay, puppy. You know, you can always order me some pizza on Thursday, the day before I have to go to work for the first time. Nope, wow. Wow. How sweet of you, shit. Yeah, today I didn't even get a cake today, so I'll probably get a cake tomorrow, but I wanted carrot cake today so bad. I'm gonna want it even more tomorrow.
Because the man who spent decades perfecting techniques to destroy human communication was now helping children overcome speech impediments. And during his
If you want things from me, all you have to do is ask real nicely. Well, you know, I have some ideas. Things I could do.
limited testimony to congressional investigators, Gottlieb presented himself as a dedicated public
Big
servant
black dragon. Yo, Meowth makes you fucking hilarious, dude.
who had been forced to undertake distasteful work in service for national security. It's not my fault. They told me to do it.
Look at this guy.
They just paid me and told
Just look at this man. He is so precious. I love him so much. Look, he's just so cute. He's just the cutest guy with his little nose, with his little mouth. Oh, it's corny. Mm. I'm too mentally ill to ask for things. Same. Oh, don't nip at me. You can't get up on the desk, buddy. You gotta stay on my lap. Meowsmix! No! Why is Meowsmix trying to lure it right now? Oh my god. I'll show y'all how it's done. Boom. Easy clap. Oh, of course the plant's on me now. Okay guys, this is the last kill that I'm doing, and then we're gonna go hang out with URL at the party room, and that'll be super fun. URL has to go to bed soon, but I just think that's so sweet how they popped on and just willing to do something like that. It's just so cute.
me to do it. I definitely didn't like it. I definitely didn't like it and tell them that we should keep
Then you
doing
can
it.
give me presents. Exactly, exactly. I only won't drop them if they don't take up unnecessary bank space. Just saying. No, I'm just kidding. I won't drop them. Dude, this strange plant's crazy. Okay, I'm going Sears. Just one bank space? That's fine, Luna. You're okay. Okay, everybody, come Sears. Yeah, you too. Oh my god. Oh shit. Here, let me pull out the party hat. Let me pull out the party hat drip right now. With the black flowers. I gotta get black flowers to Carly too. Get my Fat training metal. Let's do this too. Party hat in the room, am I right? Any anti-poison, holy moly. Okay. That should be good. I got it all freed up. Let's see here. I don't know if I really have anything I could drop necessarily. Meowsmix is trading me 1,200 chaos runes, really? Oh my god. Thank you. Holy shit. Where'd you all go? Carrot cake? Veg ball. Oh my god. 10k. What the fuck? URL, you're crazy. Oh my god. That's so much. That is so much. Oh my gosh. What the hell? Oh my god. And Maria's got something for me too, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Thank you so much. Oh my god. No, wait, that looks so good. The drip. The drip. Wait, everybody's drinking. Yo, prayer potions, kebabs, and more caskets? Yes, queen. Oh my god. I'm so fucking hyped right now. Wait, Met traded me too, right? And a boop. Oh my god. Thank you. That's switch between white and black flowers really fast. Hey, they're blinking. Holy shit. I can't right now, God. Wait, why do I love the blue beret? Why does that look so fucking good? Good lord, that looks nice. I mean, look at this drip right now. Oh my gosh. Open these caskets. And I get an emerald too. It couldn't get any better than that. It just doesn't get any better than that. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys. I actually can't believe you guys. Like, I'm actually stunned right now. I'm sorry. I'm stunned right now. Holy shit. Pink, you don't have to give me nothing else, girl. You don't gotta give me nothing else. A vat. Oh my god. No way. No way. Oh my god. I'm freaking out. Holy shit. Oh, my face hurts. And 600. No way. That's so much. That's so much. Oh my god. Wait, you're giving me every color headband? Oh my fucking god. You're crazy. I was just I was just thinking yesterday. I'm like, hey, a red headband would be cool right now. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, red headband on the black hair. Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm shocked right now. I can't take any more pink, please. I can't. I can't. I can't take any more. Let me go pee. I'm gonna explode. Oh my god. Pink, my face hurts. I can't do it anymore. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. 27, that's right. Wait, is it 27 flowers? Oh my god. God, hold on. Dude, I started getting dizzy, I swear to God. I started getting dizzy. That is so much stuff, guys. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't even fit it. Hold on. 600 fucking rune arrows. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Oh my God. You told me you needed laws. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Luna. Okay, to the party room. To the motherfucking party room. Let's go. Bronze medal. Sardines. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, Cap 10k Rune S. Yo. That's so much stuff. Good lord. Yo, I'm looking for that brown calf right now. Oh, she's popping it. I'm popping these suckers. I'm popping these suckers. Get it. Get it. Feathers. Yes, I need feathers. Ooh, the blue balloon. I want that one. Oh my gosh. 500 feathers. That's pretty fucking good. Blood runes. Oh, holy shit, guys. Oh, I got a glory. Hell yeah. Raw lobster. I need lobsters too. Why am I getting the stuff I actually need? That's crazy. 300 bloods. Oh my god. Snape grass. More feathers. Oh, no way. I just got 5k feathers. That's so good. That's so good. Yo, a fur and a burnt lap. Oh, you got death runes. That's good. Oh, you just got 500 black d'hide. Oh, way. That's wild. Holy shit. So many d'hides. What's even in here? There's more stuff in here. It's like URL's whole bank. No, it can't be. I'm hoping to get one of those gilded armor pieces. URL is quitting. Really? Are you quitting URL? No, what the heck? Dude, Luna, you are such a troll. I'm gonna have to smack you up, Luna. I swear to God. You're gonna get punished for that. I just got 1k raw lobs. 9k S, dude. Holy shit. I got Rune S too. I don't know how much. I want you to be like 1S. That would be funny. Give me another balloon there. Death runes. Addy Fullhelm G, I did get a gilded armor piece. No way. 3.9k S. I have noobed. Nature runes. 52 nature runes. No, let me get the balloon. Let me get the balloon. Holy shit. That is so good. Oh, I'm gone, dude. Rune full helm G. Yo, you're good. Yo! That's crazy. Holy shit. Oh, there's still some stuff dropping. There's black dehides in there. One rune arrow, that's what I'm fucking talking about. One rune arrow? Oh, hell yeah. It doesn't get better than that, baby. Holy moly. Raw lobbies again. Death runes. More dehides. Pink, you are getting stacked up on dehides. That's so crazy good. I got more rune S. 2 rune S. 4 death runes. Like 3 lobs. Hell yeah. 1 S. Oh my god. Here, let me trade URL. Let me show them what I got. Oh, my bad. Since you're quitting, can I have the rest of it? Oh! Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. Don't do that. No, don't fucking do that. Don't do that, you. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Holy shit. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Thank you so much. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Oh my god, it looks so good. Oh my god. In Thanksgiving. The fucking helm suit. Oh my god. 38, dude. You say you're giving me the idea. God. Oh. Holy fuck. My face is actually cramping. Oh. Tanner, URL did a party and look at all the shit I got, and then they gave me a robin. They gave me a fucking robin of that. Yo, 10k S, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Here, let's compare stuff. This is everything I got. That's wild. That's wild. Oh my god. Holy fuck. 44k bronze arrows. Yo. I'm gonna be training fucking range for days. Oh, my voice is going out. Oh my god, I have no inventory space. I have no more inventory space. 270 nats. 270 nats. Oh my god. What did Carly get? Addie G, feathers. Start putting up everything I got too. Oh my gosh, girl. Oh my god. Oh god. Yo, glories? Okay, show me what you got, man. Damn. Sheesh. Oh, you got that black G kite? That's nice. That's very nice. Shiloh is 2004scape. I gotta give Carly her little, her little bestie birthday present. Here, let me eat this carrot cake. I fucking love carrot cake. Oh my god. Holy moly, man. Yo, Moo t-shirt with the yellow party hat. Whoops, took a shower at the wrong time. You're okay, Tanner. You're okay. Oh my god. Aunt Tanner's giving me a cake. I ate the whole cake on my own. I ate all of it. I ate an entire cake. You made it yourself, real shit. Amazing. 10 out of 10 baking skill. You have a present for me, Luna? Oh my god. You have a couple? Well, I have 2 inventory slots right now, so that's perfect. I'll give you this one for now. What is that? My spade collection! Oh my god. Luna. Oh my god. Wait, that's so good. That's amazing. Holy shit. Oh my god. I can start my spade collection again. Oh my god. Her cheeks look painful. They hurt so bad, I swear. I fucking swear. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Shyla was so spoiled. There's still some loot in here, really. Let's see it. 3 feathers. Wait, I'll drop the feathers. Get it, Pink. Holy fuck. So many balloons. Holy shit, the arrows are fucking crazy. Shut up, Luna. The arrows are crazy. 10k with arrows is that's a lot. That is a lot. Cutest. Oh shit. Oh my god. I'm actually dying. Holy shit. One GP, more spades. Oh my god. Yo, this is a pretty good spade collection already. How much your bank worth now, Shiloh? Oh, with all of this, that's just added. I don't even know how much a robin is. It's been so out of reach for so long. Robins are like 20 mil. Robins are like 20 fucking mil. That's insane. That's actually fucking insane. I thought it was like 5 mil at most. That is fucking crazy. Dude, right now, if I was to put everything in the bank, including the party hat, my bank would be worth like 80 mil, I think. Something like that. 80, 90 mil. Fucking nuts. Oh my god. That is just insane. I can't believe that URL. Like, I actually can't believe that. And keep getting 1 GP from the balloons. Wait, when did you get so rich? Oh my god. It's been a recent development. Look, this ain't mine. That's not actually mine. Although I wish it was. You know, it ain't. I've always been a little bit of a rich bitch, though. It's just like hidden wealth, you know? I don't flaunt it as much, but once I had my Sarah set, I'm just like, okay. It's ours, we share. Okay, then it is my party hat. It's all of our party hats. The community party hat. I mean, that's what my body is too, right? So it's only fair that my body and my party hat are both communal. I'm owned by the community, you know what I mean? The party hat's owned by the community. I'm autistic about giving free stuff. Oh my god. Cheese on my head, but don't call me a cheesehead. Got a glory? Hell yeah, Denny's. You spoiler, you. I give free stuff so much that I'm poor and don't have good stuff. You can't keep giving me stuff, Pink. You can't do it. Oh god. It's like, it's times like this that remind me of old RS days, yeah. Such a shame you won't be along anymore, Euro. Oh, come on now. Imagine if it was the weekend and someone got a rare on a balloon pop. That would be insane. We'll see what happens this weekend. I won't actually be able to play too much, because I have work, but I'll be getting off work at 9, so by like 10, 10:30, 11 p.m., I'll be able to play for a little bit, but I might not stream, because it's kind of like, I could stream on Saturday night, if I even have energy, but, you know, since I got a job now and everything, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I won't be able to grind all day for rares or anything. How's work, by the way? I start, my first day is on the 15th, so this Friday is the first day of work. That was like such a good birthday present. Um, I think it was last Thursday. Yeah, on the 7th, I got a text that I got the job, so I'm like, holy shit, it's just crazy. Oh my god. Wait, what did Tanner say? Damn, no one laughed at my joke. How does your terminal even get cancer?
Years. And even during his
There was so much happening. Like, so many people were trading me, I couldn't even keep track of it in my brain. Like, I had a fucking brain fart during that. I couldn't believe it. It's on the VOD. Yeah, true. I can just check on the VOD. It was you, Maria.
testimonies, he maintained that the programs had been necessary responses to Soviet threats. And he would say,
I want this committee to know that I found this work very difficult, very unpleasant, but very necessary.
shut the up. And his voice just carried the same clinical detachment he had brought to those to selecting doses of LSD for unwilling participants. But the testimony was a masterpiece of bureaucratic deflection, if you will. And Gottlieb acknowledged that harmful things had happened, but portrayed himself as a reluctant participant rather than an enthusiastic architect of the programs, which is what he was. And no criminal charges were ever filed against Satan, Sidney Gottlieb, which is f***ing insane. And he would just live quietly in California until...
Thank you, everybody who showed up. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. Good night.